Hello, everyone. Welcome to It's a Long Story, a place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and we create magic. We are here with our lovely crew from the Wreckless. Everybody take a look at your camera, wave, and say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I figured because we're in a little bit of it's a slightly different setting. It's still Imea, but it's a slightly different setting. There should be a different theme music for the beginning. Just nice and relaxed. We're just gonna be really messed up when we're in like the deep of it. If you have no idea what we're talking about or who we are, hello. We are a D&D live stream or live play stream that run every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday on YouTube and Twitch, having 4 parties living, breathing, swimming, interrogating violently in the same homebrew world, the lovely and beautiful world of Imea. Obviously, we are here with the Monday crew. Before we jump into tonight, a couple of announcements for those that are used to me talking about the one-shots. You're in luck. It's very simple. We have a drop-in, drop-out campaign this coming month. This month. It is the first. Yeah, this month. Starting this month. We are very excited to introduce Humblewood Silk and Sunder, a very cool game for those who want to play anthropomorphic woodland creatures in a place that is very zany, very wacky, and then gets like dark. A little dark, but room for us to still be weird and silly with it. So if you're interested in jumping into that and playing, Humblewood will be most Saturdays and Sundays going from April into most likely going into June. So for a drop-in, drop-out campaign, that means you can join for 1 session. You can join for 2, for 3, for all of them. You can join and then take a break and then come back. It is kind of a cool sort of in-between of that one shot of having that kind of like campaign feel, but knowing that you can kind of just duck out if you needed to. Although a lot of people, our last one didn't, pretty much ran straight through. So if you feel like that's your game too, yeah, please come and join us. So that will be every Saturday and Sunday. You can check that out at startplaying.games/GM/It's a Long Story. If you're watching this on YouTube, it is in the video description below. But I'll be also putting it in the live chat to check those out. We will be taking a little bit of a, not a break, but we'll be switching things over on the Saturday the 13th and Saturday the 20th, because we are in celebration of something that is very, very important. And also a reminder, this is the first, but none of this is a joke, I promise. The wonderful people over at Start Playing have teamed up with the official D&D people of D&D Beyond and whatnot to celebrate this year being 50 years of D&D, which is crazy. The math checks out. I checked it. It's been 50 years. So in celebration of that, D&D has teamed up with Start Playing to actually have a couple of DMs, myself being one of them, to head up a one-shot of a remastered version of an old classic favorite, the Descent into the Caves of Socanth. Or Sargecanth, excuse me. It is very much built into this like kind of like classic dungeon crawl feel, but as you guys know me, I'll probably be throwing in some fun little RP moments there. I have just kind of done my official like all the way through it. It is a lot. It's a lot to get done in 3 to 4 hours. So most likely we will not get through every, but it's a cool level 9 one shot for those that want to enjoy the game, maybe in like a little more of a classic way, or just to kind of feel out how things would be back then. Which spoilers, a lot of combat. So I'm very excited for that. And also, I think we have our 13th almost completely booked up already. So just make sure you're checking that out. I think we have 1 left for the 13th, and then we have spots open for the 20th as well. So please check that out. Again, you can check that out at startplaying.games/gm/it's a long story. You can see all of the one-shots that are coming up, and that'll include the Legends of Sorgkampf. Sweet, and I believe that's it. That's what we're gonna go over today. So before we jump into tonight, we have a little bit of a recap to talk about what I just realized is a lot of things happening. You guys started with leaving Chase, which is crazy to me, recognizing that. So a lot of stuff happened. We need to kind of just hear a little bit about it for the viewers. So please, Nav, you have the floor.
Okay, it's gonna be a speed run through because so much happened, guys. Okay, the Wreckless finally leave Chase's humble abode, with Zed asking questions about the Aquila Codex, Kay's religious text, and the significance of two people holding hands and falling together. Ever to be known to be the studious type, Kay reads the text and makes new discoveries with the help of the questions from the Wreckless. That Demetalis might be a four-legged serpent and sounds awfully like a dragon, according to you, which is preposterous, right? That's not real. Other notable religious text moments are that the language seems to change and feels as though there is a different voice speaking through it, notably the language switching from male to female. We arrive at the bog, this time much more prepared due to Ogre's warnings and preparations about the poison and the singing plants. We land safely and go through the motions we had done once before. Zed finds the depressed dung beetle, and Ogre conducts the funeral rites for her fallen clan members again. However, this time we were able to find the goblinest of goblins, geez, that was a mouthful, Beaver/Fang, who says to Ogre that they're all dead. And also has procured Zed's saltwater stalker, in which a trade is offered, a practice dummy for it. We all head to sleep, only for Yoon to find Fang stood over him trying to steal his teeth. Cue a loud thunderstep and everyone waking up, confused, and Riaris in a little shock that it wasn't Zed this time. We move from the bog to Sway, this time taking Fang with us, and Car changing Ogre's hair from pink to black. We meet Urian, a mermaid who hasn't quite figured out the legs things just yet, and re-meet his sister Clem, who remembers us. And what happened last time? We tell her about Rook, and Car mentions that he had sent Nala. We head over to Carvis, where we meet Yef, Carvis' son, who doesn't remember us, but Isabel who does, and actually has our bell ready this time. Yoon has an emotional reconnection with his packed weapon, and finally fills that gun-shaped hole in his heart, and also managed to eloquently con Carvis into giving him some experimental ammunition. The word Milan is mentioned to Carvis, and he's a book, confirming that they were indeed the original people of the island, of this island 70 centuries ago. But a civil war had broken out between them, splitting them into two factions. The people of the Lightyear, also known as Soltara, I believe, a name recognized by Thalia, who has a conversation with Yaris about the Nilam and the Pyrenees, which was familiar to Thalia, leaving wondering if the Nilam was something that it heard on this side. The second faction were named the Melunalis. Words Melunalis, there we go. Over time broke off and formed a religion believing in the understanding of the return of Demetalis, which shifted to the name Merlinloke. And Nala messages Car, wondering if we are just taking our sweet time getting to her or if we hadn't just arrived yet. Car informs her that we indeed had, and so along with the Wreckless, we are joined by Clem and Carvis to head over to Booty Bays. Car in first, seeing Rook's entire body, except for his head, buried in sand. Car mentions to Rook that if he doesn't answer his questions, that there are other ways to get answers out of him, implying, those answers kind of when Rook is dead, which A, very metal, and B, scares the living daylights out of both Yoon and Riaris, who points out that, Yoon is, that Car is indeed absolutely terrifying. Rook, which isn't even his real name, tells us that he was down on his luck and was hired 5 years ago by the Merlinloke as a spy, and was told that if he ever sees an awkward pink hair to report it into the compass they gave him. Kay nicely asks who hired Rook, which was interesting, and Kay and Yoon speak of a test they can give to Rook to test the loyalty he has to them. The phrase "walk the currents" is said to him, and while speaking into his head, realizes that he is too confused about the response meant to give. So, doing arguably the right thing, weirdly enough, Kay stops him and accidentally, unfortunately, saves his life And it turns out the Order is not at all what they seem. That's it. That's the recap. Have I missed? I think I might have missed something, but you know.
It sounded pretty good to me, gang. Anything we missed?
No. Oh, Evan, you're muted.
This is what was the name of Rook's contact through like the compass, the person he was supposed to contact?
It's funny. I think Nav did leave that out.
It's totally left that out. I thought that was very curious.
Interesting.
What was that name?
Unreliable narrator here, everybody.
I will say, the man said Leon.
He did say Leon. I wonder what that means.
And well, he also talked to Yoon.
He also did talk to Yoon. Yeah.
Can't be as bad as being allergic to a dung beetle.
Oh yeah.
You gonna wear those ears the whole session?
These? We weren't here
These
for
old
Easter,
things?
so you know.
That's fair. That's very fair. We did dress up for Halloween, so.
You don't want to see the tail. Can show you the foot though.
There it is.
There it is. There it is.
Gang, I want everybody to know, all viewers to know, that Drew had that way before the campaign.
Oh, dude.
So,
That's just the thing he had.
It's just a thing he had.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do with it as you will.
Do with that information.
I will.
as you
Yoon and I are gonna trick some people with it. Some big intimidation with it.
Incredible. All right, cool. Well, let's dive in, gang. So here's what I would like to do. So there was a moment that Carr wanted to spend in talking with Rook. What I will say is, because there's a little thing with interrogations, I've noticed in the past that the DM has to be the one to end them. Otherwise, they'll just keep going. So we are going to take it a little bit further on. Before we do so, we'll say not even necessarily having to RP this unless there was something specific on there. But Carr, was there something you wanted to say to Rook?
I mean, I can tell you, like, because I don't want it to go on forever. But my goal actually was to get Nala to basically release him and sit in front of him, and then explain to him that I would just call it, we saw a divination of what would happen, and that he was going to speak with them. So you're right, we haven't yet. That we saw divination, and in the process of trying to stop that, one of our friends died. And I was going to then apologize for my vigor and, basically as honestly as possible, explain to him why this happened, and with him not being bound by the sand, and just having a discussion with him and not using my massive intimidation.
Where do you think this takes place?
I would like to take place on that beach, but like having y'all release him, and I will sit in front of him, crisscross applesauce, ask him to sit with me and just have a conversation of, hey, this is what we've experienced. I'm not going to tell him we repeated time. I'm just going to call it a dividend.
Right. How about it takes place on the real beach?
Wherever Nala is,
work?
I think Nala is even more heated than I am. Wherever she's allowing it to happen.
Yeah. So we'll say, just to be able to kind of like, because this is a point where like there's NPC feelings and there's party feelings, and party feelings will always supersede. Right.
And I'm not trying to continue the interrogation. I'm trying to be like actually trying to scale it down.
Yeah. I think that's where we meet the party now.
And unfortunately, my dog is whining, meaning it's looking for somewhere to go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
No worries. That's totally fine.
Did make a promise though.
Okay.
And that was to Fang.
We're not giving him any teeth.
Right. Cool. You can have that conversation right now on the beach. So you guys.
I did want to mention. Did Kay tell us anything about, like, because that whole experience was a lot of information about like kind of that the spell in his mind and whatnot, like that.
Right. I think there's a moment here where we're RPing one-on-one conversation with Carr and Rook off in the distance. So like trying to kind of like take it from there, if that works. But yeah, so we'll say, Keelan, or you can take this moment to kind of like explain to the rest. We'll say that like Carr heard this outside, like before everybody else did. So like just like kind of a quicker sort of version of that, and then having Keelan on that. Trust me, because truly it'll be just another hour of interrogation, which is fun. But then we don't get anywhere.
My first note as a goal was release Rook.
Cool. Great. Yes,
true.
Yes. Good. Awesome. So we come to that scene, and we'll change the music up a little bit. It's a little too. It is. Essentially at this point, I'd say it's about the middle of the day, about 1, 2 o'clock. I think you guys came in here, just like last time, I think kind of close to the morning. So some stuff has happened. There's been some significant sort of points of RP. So I think when we find our heroes, they are separated with Carr, this very large, massive Aarakocra, just sitting on the beach, seemingly conversing. I can't really hear words from the distance of where you guys are at, with a tabaxi that is looking far out into the ocean. You see a lot of head nods, and some sort of like some affirming sort of noises, things like that. But yeah. So as this is happening, we zoom past the shoulders of both these folks and moving further up to those that are further along up the beach. As we come into view on everyone here. Oh, that's why. Sorry, gang. There we go. Feel free to RP this moment.
Alright, so after all this, Fang's getting his tooth, right?
He's not getting a tooth, all right?
We promised him.
He was obviously coerced. We're not just going to take a tooth from him. He hasn't done anything.
I'm just going to turn around. Fang, I promised you a tooth, but they all said no this time. I'll help you for the next one. I will help you pull those teeth out.
Okay.
All right. We'll get you double the teeth. Hopefully there's a gold one.
There's so much sand around here.
There's
not a lot of... The sun always out like this?
Sometimes.
That's like a... Yeah, that's like a whole Imea thing. You know, the sun being out is all... The whole of the continents and...
How dare you?
Well, to be honest, we had trees and bogs and fog, so we didn't really get to see the sun that much. Like, we're pretty pale compared to goblin standards.
Wait, but you do have object permanence. Like, when you don't see
What
the
does
sun,
that mean?
you do understand that the sun exists if you don't see it. Or, like, if you close your eyes, that, like, everything... We
Some
can
of the
see
time.
You. That's close enough.
Like an hour a day or something.
You're Zed's project.
Hey, Faye.
Which that's just terrifying.
What?
Do you suntan? Like, do you get tan?
I only see the sun like an hour a day, so why would I do that?
Are you good at digging?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a note on that. I'll come back to you on that.
Yeah, you.
Sorry to interrupt. How did the conversation with Rook go?
You're in it.
Started.
Oh,
They're not there.
Okay.
They're not with you. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're good. You got plenty of time. You're good.
I had very good timing with that boy.
No worries.
Yeah, I was just setting it up.
I think, like, truly, I don't think that we necessarily need to RP that if you're cool with it. It's just basically
cool
it's like
with
we're kind of
not.
the opposite.
Because I wasn't trying to escalate. I was like, hey, I'm sorry I lost my temper. Here's why, just so you understand. Can you not do that?
There's a so the scene that we're seeing right now is Carr and Rook like further down the beach, just kind of like sitting, like Rook's kind of sitting in the sand and just kind of like nodding along and things like that. So it's very peaceful. Yeah. Speaking of quiet and maybe peaceful. I don't know. What's Kaelinor looking like right now?
The epitome of calm. If calm was a facade, 6 feet under.
Cool. Awesome. Give me a deception check, please. Or persuasion, I guess.
Oh, I did deception. It's a 22.
22? Okay. I think this whole scene looks pretty, like, kind of, like, weird for you guys, but, like, trying to kind of pull it from Kaelinor's perspective, you can obviously, like, it makes sense enough to still ask questions, but you don't feel like Kaelinor has any specific involvement in this any more than the rest of you do.
Well, I mean, you have to have... Okay.
Unless anybody has an insight over 22.
Well, I mean, the conversation we had before she went there was pretty intense. Like,
yes. So that's true. You have that.
Of, like, if she's calm now, like, she might be calm. That might just be Right. It also shows, like, okay, well, she's got a lot of strength and she can handle that. Like, that's the kind of perception I'm getting. But at the same time, yeah, I think Yoon wanted to. So I'm sorry. I appreciate that you did that. If it was difficult, I owe you one. And did you glean anything from him with that?
I did. It was weird. You're good with magic things. Luck seems to follow you everywhere. Words. Weird question. If someone... Oh, I hate that I need to... If I needed someone to do something for me, right, and I need them to do it, and they have to do it no matter what, is there a way to maybe, like, put that in their brain? They did. Yeah.
There are, as far as I mean, there are lots of ways, I think, of doing that. I touch on that. Sometimes I suggest things to people and they do them. It's not my favorite thing to do, but it does work in a pinch, and I wouldn't want to do anything more than that. And after they've done it, they are, well, except for the people who have died doing it, unchanged. If I suggested somebody just go back home, when they got back home, they would remember what happened and they would be unchanged. But there are things that linger, or that there are great powers in the world, and they can do a lot of things. They can change a person entirely. Is that happening with Rook?
Yeah. It's... If he finished the phrase that I said to him, he would have been useless to them. I think he would have died. So And you said something about there being a spellcaster there, and that's not usually right. Listen, not to preach cult stuff, but you don't, when you fall into the teachings, you aren't, okay, maybe forced is the wrong word, but like, weirdly, like, somewhat your own volition. So
isn't part of the whole thing with the cult is isolation and then manipulation but it's not most cults. I mean, it's not magical, and people do join cults of their own free will. Sometimes there's a cult of a god, and that's more like people just want the power or the community of that. And
yeah.
But do you think the Merlin Loke are manipulating people's minds with magic in order to you haven't seen that anywhere else within the organization?
No. I
mean, it does make some sense for a cult. I mean, you could, if you had that power, you could fairly easily make followers. But at the very least, either Rook is just a guy and has that implanted, or maybe his entire personality has been changed to the point where the person he thinks he is just who they needed him to be here, to fit in, to be an innkeeper, to think he was just somebody who wandered in and dealt with the Merlin Loke. Either way, it's far beyond my ability to probably help or to take that away. I think we should let Rook go. I think that's enough. Maybe Carvis can help him, or I don't know anybody else who has expertise in that kind of magic. But for the one thing, if that's what's happening with him, that's not the Loa, the hobgoblins, as it's known to a lot of people. We have a sort of there's it's a place of general lawlessness, but there is a law that is strong in the island of Faran. Is that nobody sells anything that is a living creature. You cannot sell it. It comes from the Loa history of being owned a long time ago, but changing someone's memories, being into their mind and being able to tell them what to do, that is beyond just slavery. That is an invasion. That is one of the worst things you can do. And if the Merlin Loke are engaging in that regularly, well, whoever's in charge needs to pay that debt. For now, though, I'm not sure what to do. Sorry.
Do you know Leon? Do you know the name? Okay, who that is?
Checking above board if everyone heard that name. I don't remember now.
He did say it, I think, when
I thought he said it out loud.
Who he's supposed to report to.
Yeah.
But only Yoon was told who Leon is.
Yeah,
that's the one thing.
I mean, Kay kind of backed out of that situation.
And he whispered it in my ear who Leon is.
Yep.
So.
Oh, the name Leon. Yeah. Gotcha. Cool. Makes sense.
That's,
I know the name. It is a nickname for one of the order members, which I am surprised he is using. And you see I think Kay kind of tenses a little. There's like a clench in her jaw and yeah, there's just there's an unhappy aura around her, even with a 22 deception. I think everyone is very. It's a it's obvious a little bit of just like, she's not happy nor impressed. It could be read as disdain, but she just goes, I know the name. I just wonder where he is now. Because he wasn't on my ship.
Riaris, what is your insight?
Like
What's
passive?
your plus in insight? What's your plus in insight?
0.
Okay. Riaris, as Kilnor says, as you hear a voice in your head that goes, I think there is more truth in what she says. More than what she says. In that weight of her words. But I
I would say in my head as well. Yeah, I agree, but I don't think now is the time to push it.
Okay.
I think she knows. Worked with him. Something. I don't know.
Something.
Something.
Kaelinor?
Yes,
Does this
okay.
person know what you look like? And would it be odd seeing two of you?
He does. He does know what I
Does
look
Ogre
like.
still look like Kaelinor?
Yes. Well, then Ogre's gonna fix this right now. And just when she's thinking really hard this time, and she's just going to make her skin look pale, take the black hair and give herself both blue eyes, and change her jaw and nose, so she looks very much like a half-elf.
Okay. So same same skin tone, things like that.
Yeah, like a pale, like no green, 2 blue eyes, a more slender jaw, and a littler nose, and black hair.
Okay. Did you say pale skin tone? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Like my natural one, kind of going on.
You got it. Okay.
As Sarah, skin tone.
Sweet.
Kaelinor, are you
Yes, sir.
sure you don't know this person?
Zed, did you manage to find a tooth?
A tooth.
Uh-huh.
We found like this weird like fish tooth in the beach, but
Amazing.
that was about it. But are you sure?
I am gonna try and give Zed the most kind of older sibling glare I can give
Okay.
to make him drop this stuff. Like, buddy, this is...
Would this be like an insight check for me? If I feel
You gotta beat a 22.
huh? I might.
You might.
You might.
Nope.
Also, Ogre,
So-
make sure you mark. That's 2 charges.
Yeah, I just did.
Cool.
All right, I think that's enough. What I said about Rook, I can't make that decision on my own.
I'm worried.
We all want to let him go.
We
would say,
should let him go, but I'm worried that
I'm gonna say that I think Harvest leans in here. And I'm gonna say that is probably best suited for me to decide. To be clear, there is no specific mayor or someone that would be deemed as the all-seeing, but as, well, I guess, looking over at Nala, who is just glaring at the sun. I guess there's 2 citizens of Sway that could weigh in on... Nope, she's not here. I will say, I think it's fair to... He made a choice, and whether or not he knew how much that choice would affect others is debatable. I, for one, am okay with letting him go, but not letting him stay.
Did you hear what Kaelinor mentioned about the magic in his mind?
I did.
I suppose I worry that if they have that kind of magic, then it could be, he made a choice. He may have not even made that. Of course, then maybe he was part of the cult, but it brings so many things into question. But do you know of anybody who can, if he says those words, as far as Kaelinor knows, he'll die. And, maybe he doesn't, maybe he knows not to say them from now on, but maybe he encounters a cult member or goes back, or it's, it's hard to judge his volition with this kind of magic. But do you know anyone who can alter that or cure that? Or that's well beyond anything I can do.
Actually,
for now.
I might. I will check in and see if she's available. And
I appreciate that.
It wouldn't happen to be pulling a tooth, would it?
No.
Damn it.
Sid, you gotta read the
Sorry,
room.
Faye.
Look on the open beach.
Read the beach.
Read the beach. Well, I will check in with her in the meantime. You and I am more than happy to assist where I can, but I have to think about the citizens here first. And
I understand that.
Unless evidence is proven to the contrary, we need to find a new innkeeper. Interest? Anybody?
He had mentioned a cook that was sick. Would they be able to run the inn?
Or the cook could be his what did you call it? Contact?
Was there a cook at the inn? We never met a cook at the inn. But
There was not a cook at the inn.
They said they were sick.
Well,
That's why we had the cook.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is
Yeah. They might not
you
actually
just
exist.
Say that, and yeah.
We're gonna find out.
Oh,
I,
Carlos,
unfortunately,
what
as someone who is not really a mayor or anything here, I'm not entirely sure who that is. I can find out.
well, why don't you
perhaps
just
they
do
would
the
be willing.
siblings? You just put a
What'd you
bucket
say?
of water in front of the.
Clem and her brother?
Yeah, you just put a bucket of water in front of the desk. He'll be fine there, and then she can run the kitchen. She doesn't work.
Oh man.
Barge.
Clem's not around,
happy
is
Carlos
she?
over
She's nowhere
Clem
near.
Is not here. Clem is
Thank
not
God.
here.
Yars is checking his shoulders anyway,
Away
like, oh
from
God.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's your city. I'm sure you'll figure it out. We don't need to
Thank you.
help you there.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
he's down in the water with nothing to do, and she's up here just like
We
wandering
do
around.
need to decide what we're going to do next.
Well, we
We
can
can talk to Carr.
go for that compass, and
That's
then I can go talk to the
actually a good idea.
dock
I think
handler.
we should grab the compass.
Yeah, are we able to see the docks?
sense.
Like how many other ships are moored up here, or
As far as the shipyard and like that
Yeah.
whole area there,
Yeah.
it's a little bit further down, but you can definitely see. It's the middle of the day. You definitely see a bunch of just a bunch of deckhands just working on. I say working on the ship that's like about maybe like 3/4 of the way done. It also looks like there's massive parts of like just wreckage of other ships too that just happen to have been found or what have you. But yeah, you can see they're no more than maybe like 10 minutes away. But yeah, at the thing of the saying the compass. Yes, it might be a good idea for maybe further investigation would be worth in checking out his place. In the meantime, actually, Nala? Nala. Nala. Ah! Yeah. Yeah, we'll just burn him.
I just wanted to pull the teeth.
Son.
What?
Nothing.
What are we doing with him?
We're going to let him go, but Carvis may know somebody who can possibly help him, and it is up to you what you do with him at that point.
Okay. All right.
I suspect possibly, at the very least, he has something implanted in his mind that will kill him if he says the words of the cult.
He better. What?
He may have more done to him. So, if you can find that'd be great. If not, then obviously you need to. He's a danger to the city, and something needs to be done. Hopefully, you just kind of.
Sure.
Just
sure.
Let him go. Okay. He's probably gonna die. There's not a lot to. I guess if he goes on a ship, maybe he can go to a ship somewhere. But if he goes north, that's not the. Ogre, your home is lovely, but it is not very survivable by an individual.
We live there pretty easily.
Right. But you are many individuals.
What a great way to say that. That's so good.
Are you overheard this term, talking shit about her home?
I told you your home is lovely.
I taught her that term.
I sandwiched it.
Listen, I'm gonna.
Right,
I can. As far as magical things go, I can handle that stuff if I'm going to go get the compass in the room. But if there's traps or my eyesight's not great, so anybody who wants to,
yes,
anybody,
yes, Ogra,
anybody at all,
Riaris and I are going to go to the shipyard, and then you and Car and Kellinor are going with her to get the compass.
Just need one. Just need one.
Well, I mean, there might be like magical booby traps around it.
Zed, you go with her, and you can get the compass.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, Zed is the best for this, I would have to say.
Oh, no. You mean I have to walk into a house instead of check and see what I can get fixed on my ship?
It was your idea, after all, Zed. I think you should see it.
It's not a bad idea to go to the docks, but I do think we haven't discussed what we're doing next, and that's important. But maybe either get the compass first, and then we'll talk with Kara about what we're doing next, or we'll talk now, and then you go and get the compass. But
okay,
seems,
fine. Fang, let's go get this compass.
We can meet in the tavern with the tree lady.
We can.
All right, maybe compass.
Maybe we should meet in Carvis. Carvis, can we meet in your house where it might be a little bit safer, perhaps, than an open tavern?
We certainly. We could. I've been. Sure. Yes, that's fine.
All right, so then that's settled. Beer and pretzels at Carvis. All right, and then I just grab Fang by his collar, and then I just run off towards.
And you see Nala just like watching him run off.
Oh, right, wrong way. He just zooms by, just and he's just slapping in the sand as I'm running.
So you're just gonna go? This is the guy? Booby traps?
He just kind of goes.
Okay.
Could I have done an insight check when he made that not really answering the question?
I'd say above board, you get the idea that Carvis is now playing cleanup for a lot of things, and you imagine that most likely he had a lot of tasks that would go along with that. needs to find a new innkeeper. So that was his plan on what to do. But I mean, this would take precedence. So I think he would have looked at like, well, I'm in their debt. So yeah. If you want to roll an insight check further on that, you certainly can. But
No, I was thinking something else.
all right, Zed, stop. Okay, wait up. You see them just kind of scurry off. At this point, I'd say Carr and Rook seem to be kind of like turning at this point. But yeah, Carr, if you wanted to say anything like RP wise right here. Oh yeah, he seems to be. I kind of feel like, I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Carr might have gone into like a little bit of like I don't know. I'm trying to think of it. He seems to be someone who bounces back pretty quickly from massive bad news.
Okay, that's fair. And yeah,
it does not seem like this is the first time he's been like. This might not be the first time he's been buried in the beach up to his head.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, then. And Carl will walk along the beach with Rook back to the group.
Okay. So I say this is like where you're at the group now.
Okay.
So I realize this is I realize that I don't really know everything, but I made some choices that were not good for some people. And even though Carr was explaining to me that a lot of people died, but then native people that aren't dead. Anyways, I'm.
I just pat him on the shoulder gently, like.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot going on. Yes, exactly.
So yeah, I'm sorry. And I think Carvis goes on to explain to him, like, look, we understand there's some other stuff that's going on here. The reality is, we're gonna let you go, but you can't stay here. And you see Rook full on take that in stride. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's more than fair. I appreciate it.
Before you go?
I'm not going anywhere.
Well, before you
do I have to go right now?
No. Before you go, if you do go or when you go, this is gonna sound weird, but Ogra just wants like one of your buttons.
Looks at Carr, who has now become his like lifeline of like
tethered to
what's
reality.
weird and what's not. Yeah.
Ogra just wants one of his shiny buttons.
It would be a kindness if you could give her a button.
Either that or the little pin thing.
Sure.
I kind of give Ogra a look like, I know you haven't met this half elf yet. So you don't know who she is.
Oh God, that's a good point.
But she's another one of our friends.
Yeah. When I see Ogra.
I'll take it for her.
Oh, okay.
In case I run into her.
All right. Yeah. All right. Here you go.
I take it and I pocket it. So, thank you.
Rook, can I know your real name?
Roll me a persuasion check.
If it helps at all, I just, as he's doing that. Oh, okay. And I'll add, it would be very helpful.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That helps with the roll.
Jesus. Gee, that's a 19, right?
Yeah, it's a 19. Yeah.
Woo! It's Reginald.
You don't like your name? Is that...
Reginald's a strong name. Yeah.
Rook is a cool name. I mean, it is a pretty cool name. I'll give you... Did you get to choose that? Or did they give that to you?
No, it's not. My last name's Mudgut.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Maybe stick with Rook. You know, if it works for you, yeah, you can be called anything you want.
But yeah, I was good with it. I felt like Rook was
it fits
me.
Well, about that, you should know that they've done something to your mind. I don't want to tell you any more because I'm afraid there are things in your mind that are dangerous to you.
Okay.
I'm hoping Carvis and maybe Nala, probably not Nala, but maybe Carvis, might send you to somebody who can help you, or if you want, if you don't want, but you deserve to know that. Every person should know if somebody has done that to their mind, and I guess maybe sometimes it's better not to know for the person, but I can't not tell you.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, you know, it's weird to say, but an opportunity was an opportunity, no? At the time. So.
Oh, thank God. I thought he was gonna say, and then his head was just gonna...
It's fine.
You're not here.
Detail. Who knows what the triggers are, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And Carvis is still there, so Carvis goes, Reginald, why don't you come with me and walk a bit? I have someone that I would like to... Let's see if she can do anything for you. Yeah, okay. All right. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. Looking at Ogre.
Argo.
Beautiful.
You know, talking about changing names. Never mind. I'll go. It's a good name. It's a good name. Thanks, guys. Everybody. All right. Okay, bye. And you see him walk off with Carvis. Leaving Riara said Kaelinor, Carr, and Ogra, I believe, alone on the beach. So I would like to know where you guys are headed.
Well, that's I guess immediately we said we were going to talk at Carvis. So I just wanted to find a place that we could all talk about what we're going to do next. I was going to do it on the beach, but if we want to do it on at Carvis's place to have a little bit of security so that, you know, nobody's listening, and if that happens, then we could do it there. Just want to. Okay. The next thing I kind of want to do is have.
No, I'm saying I'm on board, and I would try to get to a safer spot. Riars is extremely paranoid now thinking of the thought that anybody could be a plant at any time. So
I got it. Yeah. Cool. So we'll say, for the sake of simplicity, you guys get to.
I would like to pick up pretzels, though, at some point. That is priorities. So,
well, I'll put it this way:
watching that type of interrogation has made me very hungry. So,
absolutely. To make this very realistic, you guys walk all the way to Carvis's. Recognize that the door is, for some reason, locked when he's not there. And then decide, okay, well, what do we do now? He's still not here. Why don't we go to Yuka's and see if we can find some pretzels or baked goods? You go to Yuka's, you get said items, and then you walk back. We'll go from there. A worse DM would have you RP all of that. A better DM wouldn't mention that at all. So you get the right in the middle.
Nice.
Sweet spot.
Perfect. That's what I want.
If Zed hasn't come out at some point during the back and forth, I feel like I just would be like, should we weck on Zed?
I was gonna ask. We're
gonna role play that. Truly, I wanted to know what your intention was so I could flip it and then know what our timeline would be. So yeah. So we'll say most likely by the time you're walking out of Yuka's is when Zed comes out. Well, it depends. Let's find out.
He blows up.
Maybe he blows up. Who knows? Could happen. Zed, as you enter into the place formerly known as Rook's, actually, there's a full name for it. But anyways, it's going to change anyways. God, what was the name of that place? That's going to bother me. Never mind. As you walk into the inn, you see there are a couple of figures that are around, mostly just kind of like barflies that you kind of mentioned have been here, like just like kind of come and go, mostly stay here. You do notice that there is a very familiar looking axolotl in the far corner of the bar.
All right. I'm going to go.
Rook and Crown. Thank you.
I'm going to go up to him. And what was his name again?
Sigrud.
I'm going to go up to him. Sigrud, I know you don't know me, but I know of you. And I was told you are the person I need to talk to about, what is this? The literature that you tell people about. Was it like the pamphlet that you carry with you?
What dark magic is this?
I wish it was. No, I don't wish it was dark magic. I wish it was pretzels and beers, but
I've seen you before.
Oh, so we can skip all this. Yeah, so some bad stuff happened, and there's Merlin Loaf that are technically on their way. But
you see, hold on, time out. I'm going to say above board, you don't know that to be true at this point, right?
Right.
So do you say that?
I know that's not true.
That is going to turn heads at this bar.
Oh, okay. Well, then no, I'm not going to say that.
Okay, all right.
Why did I send Zed alone?
I don't know. I don't know.
To be there.
I put a note in the group chat. Wow.
I think
Nala was going with him.
Nala is going with him. Nala is there as well.
Yeah.
Look, man, there's too many NPCs. But I will say, like in this moment, as Zed, as you're talking, you see Sigrud stand up his full height and just picks you up by the collar to bring you to his massive head. What sorcery is this? To have you appear from my dreams into conscious. You see Nala come up and go, okay, buddy, yep, all right, put him down.
Hold on, I got this. Before he puts me down, I'm just gonna be like, there, it's okay. It's okay.
Touch his massive head.
Yeah.
Cool. Give me a, sure. Give me a persuasion check, straight.
18.
18. Cool. Awesome. This is, I have no idea if this is true for axolotls, but it's true for these things. You touch his massive head and he immediately sets you down and goes, whoa, okay. Nope. Don't.
Oh, okay. So we don't touch that.
I don't.
But we do need your help.
You don't.
Don't for the help or don't for the head touch.
I am a man of an axolotl of the cloth of the steel.
Yes. So we need your help. My friends said they would hire you for some help.
You don't. Not good. Bye. Good.
What?
Head out. See ya.
Nala, we need him.
We really don't, Zed. Let's, buddy, why don't you just sit down for a little bit? Zed?
I'm just gonna, let's see. I'm just gonna run up to, Sigrud and just be like...
You're at Sigrud.
Well, I thought he walked away.
You just touched his head.
Yeah, no, but he put me down. I thought he walked away.
No, he told you to walk away.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna be like, Sigrud, if you don't believe me, go to Carvis. He will tell you everything. The Bellmaker.
Good, I'm fine, thanks. Good day.
Too bad. I was gonna ask about your.
All right. Okay, Zed. Yep. No, he's.
He's just no.
Roll an insight check. Yeah. Okay. No, he's got to be alone with his thoughts for a second. Come on. And it's like literally trying to like pull you along. Zed, you have no idea what you did to him, but it was not what you wanted. You see Nala just going, okay, all right. So where's his room?
All right. So his room is up to the left, but Nala, I need you to like unsay Groot. Say Groot. If you need to send a message to get the others, we need him. Apparently he's important. I don't know why. I guess it's to help Yoon get to sleep or something. Read him bedtime stories. Something like that. But anyways, yeah, let's go to the room. I'm pretty sure that Fang is like getting into something behind the bar.
Fang full on is the cook's still not back, so it's just full on in the kitchen.
Okay. I'll be back. No, I'm gonna go get Fang real quick, and then we're gonna go straight to his room.
Okay. You go get Fang. Fang has found the getup that the one of the like chef's uniforms that was there. Remember the other one was conjured, I believe. But has found it and is just like sharpening a knife. Yeah.
Oh, Fang.
What?
That's a nice suit you got. I like that. Do they have another one?
Thank you. No, I only saw one.
Are you sharpening one of the daggers Carvis gave you, or is that just like a kitchen knife here?
No, it's just a long kitchen knife.
Oh, nice. Are you good at cooking?
What's that?
Are you good at cooking anything?
What?
Oh. Anyways, we gotta go find this compass.
All right, you do that. I'm gonna sharpen this knife.
Oh, you're gonna sharpen this knife? Okay, well, whatever you do, don't touch that coconut thing there. I just walk out, just laughing under my breath, thinking that he's gonna go to it and it's gonna jump at him.
Cool.
All right, so I'm just gonna head up with Nala to the room.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, first off, you say it's up and to the left, and why would Nala not believe you? As you go upstairs and run into a wall to the left. Yeah, and I think Nala just goes, yeah, okay. Did you know where his room is at?
I did not. I don't think I've been up here. If I was.
All right. You see, just cast detect magic. Cool. All right. Said. Thank you. And you see Nala finds his room, looks at the closed doorway that is locked, and goes, okay, you first.
Okay. Hold on. Let me pick this lock here. It doesn't look like explosive or anything, right?
Are you checking it?
I mean, I can't really. I can try to check. What would that be, Arcana?
As far as like checking for traps and stuff, no, I would say it's an investigation check.
Investigation. No, that's better.
Are you
12.
at the door?
Mm-hmm.
Did you even like try to check whether the door was unlocked before trying to pick the lock?
No. He's checking for traps right now.
Yeah, right now I'm just checking like around.
He was just going to unlock it. I was, but then he said, "Wait, do I see traps?" So,
okay.
Yeah. No, I said the door was locked.
Oh, you said it was locked.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I missed that.
Yeah.
Focus.
All good. Cool. Zed, would you get investigation?
12.
12. Cool. Yeah, seems fine.
Okay. I'm gonna do one of those stand by the wall, by the door, smack it real quick. Anything happen?
Okay. Nothing. Zed,
All right. Yeah,
what
yeah,
you doing?
I'm just checking for any pressures or anything, just...
You can't be the only ones.
Any...
You can't be the only one with eyes in this party. Is this...
I don't know why they sent me here if I didn't even know where the room was.
Do
but,
they not like me? It's fine. I don't need to, I don't need to be
you.
liked. I just...
I'm pretty sure Carr likes you. I mean, he didn't attack you after the whole fireball incident.
What?
Carr, like you? That? Or me saying me like you?
I said the party. I said all of you guys.
No, I'm pretty sure they like you.
Okay.
All right. Now here, let me just get this lock. So.
Sleight of hand check.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Okay, I don't have anything that would help me with that, so I'm probably just like a pen and dagger. Uh, 13.
13. Cool. With a 13, unfortunately, you feel the door is still locked. At this point, you see Nala just go, all right. No traps, right?
Well, I don't know about magical traps, but I don't think there's any physical traps.
I just need you for the physical traps, buddy. Thank you. And you see her grasp the door handle in her hands. And just give me a minute. And just like literally after a minute, you start to see that it seems to have like starts to become like red hot and starts to kind of move out of place, and essentially it doesn't melt, but essentially becomes like this soft metal as it pulls off and goes, all right, why don't you push it open?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll see this. So I go. I count 1, 2, 3. On 3, I kick the door and jump off to the side.
Okay, cool. As you do so, nothing happens.
Oh, I mean, better safe than sorry, right?
All right. Good job. Good job, Zed. And you guys hit it. So for this part here, simplicity stuff, just give me an investigation check.
Okay. 10.
10. Cool. I will roll for Nala.
But I believe he said it was somewhere on the desk or in one of the desk drawers.
Yeah, he did mention where you said it was, but
yeah, I think. Don't worry, I got you.
Nice.
Knowing Zed, he's probably just shuffling papers around, just like, he said it was here.
Okay, all right, relax. I'm gonna say because Nala rolled a 5. I'm trying to pull up her sheet now. She rolled a 5, and I'm gonna say that's why she rolled a 5. She's just trying to like keep you relaxed. Investigation. Okay, yeah, not good. She actually got less than you did. All right, well, there's the compass over there, I assume. From the... Oh, yeah, right. You couldn't see that. Yeah, it's a glowing magic thing.
Huh. You don't think he's going to come back to this room, do you?
Oh, that door is going to be open until someone puts a new lock on it. So...
All right. I'm going to look for anything that is valuable or could be a clue or a helpful hint to us.
That was what your investigation check was for.
Okay.
But I will say, with that, she does go, all right, here it is.
Oh. You want me to hold it? Oh, it's so kind of you. Thank you.
No, I want you to use your eyes. This is why you're here.
Oh, I'm supposed to look at it. Oh, well, I mean, I know my way around that. I got navigation tools, so if it's broken, I can fix it, or looks at it.
It's closed right now.
Oh, man. I'm gonna work my hands around it and see if there's like any special or if it's just a regular push button open.
You got it. Give me a different investigation check.
All right. Would this be with advantage because I got navigation tools?
No, this is to basically to check for, like, this thing is still locked, or sorry, still closed. You're checking for traps. That's what she's wanting you to do.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, cool. With a dirty 20, you notice that the lever to open this up is actually pretty simple. Although when you start to kind of move it slightly, you actually feel something seems to be giving, something that has like almost something seems to be holding it back. It almost has this like elastic sort of feel to it. You get the idea that this thing is booby trapped.
So, this is weird, Nala. See, when you go to move this piece here, it feels like not right. There's definitely something in here that shouldn't be in here.
Okay. You know what? You know who should open this? Reginald. Let's go find him. And walks out of the room.
I'm gonna go back down to get Fang and see if I can get Sang the Grood to follow.
Cool. You see, I think I rolled already, but okay. You see Fang has something on the stove. Not in a pan, just on the stove.
What's he doing
and
here,
somehow
buddy?
has managed to learn how to be able to light it. I got fire.
Oh. Speaking of fire, you know what I just seen Nala do? She melted, like almost melted, a door handle just by holding it, and then moved it to the side.
Can you make this ready faster?
Oh yeah. See this right here? You just turn this and make the flame bigger.
Nala goes, said.
Yeah.
There's an armadillo on the stove.
Oh my god.
And you see, looking at the stove, with a very long kitchen knife stuck into it, is a dead, what was, I believe, said in a couple of sessions ago, a pet armadillo. That is definitely dead.
He's like, an armadillo? Oh. What did you do, Fang?
All right, Fang, let's go.
Fang, did you season it properly?
What's that?
Did you season it properly? If you're gonna kill something and eat it, you gotta season it properly.
I don't know. There's no seasons in the bog.
See, you take the stuff that looks like dirt, throw it on it, and then we're heading out.
Oh yeah, no, then I season it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, we're good. So number one thing, we gotta get that tall guy that lifted me. We gotta get him on our side.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We definitely don't.
Oh,
Fang, are you coming? Are you staying to cook your armadillo? You should probably use a pan.
Well, no, we're gonna have beer and pretzels at Carvis's.
Great.
Yeah. Come on, Fang. Beer and pretzels. You've never had it, but you'll love it.
Give me a persuasion check. Fang is in the middle of cooking dinner.
That is a straight 11.
Cool. Yeah, I'll catch up.
All right.
Nice.
You can't leave him there. Oh my god, you're gonna leave him there.
Fang and crowns.
This building is gonna be burned down.
I'll catch up.
All right. So
I got
number one
food.
rules of the kitchen: always keep a bucket of water on you. And just turns around and walks out.
Oh my god.
Okay. You hear him in the back. On me? You see Sigrud Sigurd has his tome open that he is reading furiously, and looking as he looks up. Just kind of ducks back in. Okay, yep, we don't want any part of that. Come on, Zed. And is literally just leading you out, Zed.
Sangrud, we're going to Carvus. You better be there.
No response.
You
but
know
as
my face.
You know my face. Terrifying thing to say in leaving. Cool. As you head out, I will say, Zed, you see your friends just walking out. And is that pretzels that Riaris has in his hand?
Pretzels?
Oh, Zed, hey.
Just
And-
bolt right at him.
How'd it go?
It went pretty well. Good news, there weren't any traps. Bad news, there is a trap. And third news, I might have freaked out Sangrud. And fourth news, Fang is gonna catch up with us after he's cooking the pet armadillo, and he's wondering where to keep a bucket of water.
So he's not coming right now?
What?
Why?
You left him
You
in
did
there?
a great job. There's
I mean-
there's several things that I'm impressed at.
He's gonna.
Make sure Sigurd's never gonna come with us. And
So, yeah,
now
that's the funny
Fang has
thing.
an occupation. That's great job, Zed.
So
What is Nala looking like as he's I think it'd be like Ross is like looking back like to Nala like what?
I will say, Ogre, roll me a luck roll, please.
Okay.
But yeah,
That'd be a 7.
7. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
weird
You
thing.
see, Nala is like kind of like just sitting back and is giving Yoon and Carr a look of like just over it, like immediately over it, and waiting till Zed stops talking, which Zed, you can full on keep on going if you want. If there's something, yeah,
So-
go for it.
So weird thing was there was only one
Sorry.
chef's costume, and Fang was wearing it, but it fit him pretty good. Whoever must have been it was like his stature, and well, he was cooking the. Anyways,
Well,
So Sangrud remembered my face, which is weird.
Well, at this point, it's not that weird.
And
it's
he's just
Sigurd.
sitting
Like
at
you're
the bar.
kind of you're combining Sangria and Sigurd into Sangrud.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
That's
Because he's
But-
a knight, so he's a sir.
Oh,
I
that's-
don't
Yeah,
I don't
that's a good way to
agree that
remember
it doesn't matter. Sylvia was very particular about who she picked. If Sigurd remembers,
Well,
I mean, I did kiss him on the forehead and pet his head, and
We
then he
don't
freaked
really
out.
know.
What?
Did he
Yeah.
consent?
What?
Yeah, I don't
What?
know for a fact that you don't do that. But now I do.
didn't-
Why would you
yeah.
do that?
Well, I mean, you do that with like puppies and stuff, and they calm down. And he was,
What?
He did not calm
He-
down.
No, he almost blushed. It was weird. And then he
Zed, if
started
you ever
reading-
did that to me, I'd punch you in your face. What? Why would you do that? What? Oh
I
my
did
God.
that like a couple nights ago.
All right. Carr, a word?
Yeah, yes. Yes, that'd be great. And I walk away from Zed.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Did Zed hasn't even said if he's got the compass, right? You just said there's a trap and not. A
I think
trap.
Did
you-
Nala
you
has
hold-
it in
you
her
held it up.
hands. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's got it. Yeah, not me.
Gotcha.
But Oh yeah, and also the compass has like a bomb or something in it, so we need a little man to open it. It was her rule, not mine.
Who is Little Man?
You
Who
know,
is that?
Catboy.
You're used to this, right?
She
You
has
never get
me.
used to it.
I think they're still with the group at this point
Okay.
as they're like walking away. I think there's like a point where she's like, you're used to this, right? So I don't have
You
to
never get
explain.
used to it. You never get used to it.
Oh,
all right.
We're working on
This
it.
is, yeah.
by the way,
Well,
I'm
Nala?
trying to remember this. There's a spell for silence. I know there is, and I'm trying to remember it desperately, but I can't
On
remember
it.
it.
On it. Yes.
has
Well,
that.
you gave me permission, so I'm just,
By the way, Nala, don't shake the compass because it'll kablooey.
Okay, Zed. Okay.
I'm gonna go back to eating pretzels and building a sandcastle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds
beer
good.
too.
You're building pretzel and sand is
Beer?
not a good idea. Said, come. Oh,
There's beer too.
So there's
You
a
can
boat as you
follow
guys kind of like break off. You see Nala and Kar kind of like walk off to a second, and Nala kind of turns and goes, "Okay, so clearly I need to apologize for the timeline where I did shoot a firebolt in your back, but we're even. This makes us even."
That's a lot. Yeah, but that never really happened. So maybe I owe you now. I don't know.
We're even.
Okay.
I
No
shot
one
magic
died.
at you. You stuck Zed on me. We're even.
Yeah, we're even.
What is that?
She holds up the compass and says, Zed did manage to do one thing right, and it does look like there is some sort of mechanism that is keeping this from opening. Not locked, but something that seems to be.
That's why Rook needs to open it. Oh, we're in Carvis's right now? Is that where we are?
You're just like out in the middle of like sort of the courtyard area. I'll say like kind of like waiting off, because I would say like Nala's gonna go. So yeah, I mean,
We should walk to Carvis's before we discuss this further.
okay. I will say, well, the reason why, because Nala, like, so Carvis is, full disclosure, Carvis is with Rook at Heydays, which is going to be a different sort of way. So I think what Nala is trying to do is to say, why don't I go figure this out while you guys go back to Carvis's? Like, as in, why don't I go get Rook to open this? But there's also a moment like full on Nala is not happy about exactly how the situation played out. But I think she...
Meaning
So
she'd rather see Rook dead, or...
I think she'd rather see... You're not entirely sure. You just think that it was like, okay, so we're just going to let him go? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Great. And very passive aggressively, like, yeah, all right, fine. That's fine.
That's what you guys want to do. All right.
That's what you guys want to do. Hey, by the way, the guy that you are just letting go, definitely a trapped compass. Something trapped. So, so do you want me to go bring it to him to have him
I
open?
can do it if you want. I'm happy to.
No, I'll do it.
Is that enough of Zed?
So, but just to confirm, like, we can't go to Carvis's without Carvis, and Carvis is with Rook at Hilly. So don't we kind of have to all go to the same place?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, like, so I think there's a certain moment where it's like, and just because of the dumb rule that I made of like, yeah, Carvis, definitely when Carvis is not there, it's locked up. It's gotta be.
I guess that means we're going back to St. Groot.
Like, there are other people there, like his son, or everybody's
Right.
locked in when he's
They're
not
locked
there.
in.
Nope.
They're just locked in.
Yeah.
He does not. He definitely doesn't
It's not
trust his
unreasonable. It
son.
might happen.
My God. No.
Did we have to go to the docks to talk about maybe cannons?
You can do that.
But-
But I think Yoon said that he wanted to make sure that you were
Just
talking
wanted
about what
have
to
a
do
talk
moving
first,
forward
yeah.
We
in
need
a
to
place
be
that would be
just
safe.
gonna-
So
What would Zed be able to tell us? Was there anyone else in the inn besides Sigurd?
no one of note, I'll say, above board. So there were a couple other figures there. We'll say that there's probably an orc, and then I think there was an orc
And
and
a lizard person.
probably some. Yes, actually, some lizard folk.
Yep. Because if it was the orc with one eye, I think I would have like remembered it as him working at the docks as a foreman.
Does Drekka have one eye? Is that right? That might be
He
right.
had one something. I think it was an eye.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. But so we'll say I'll ask above board. Do we want to role play Hilly? Up to you guys.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm fine with
Awesome.
moving forward. Yeah.
So we'll say you guys go to Hilly. Now it's Hilly, Nala, and Rook. And Carvis kind of like comes back and says, all right, well, he'll be in there for a little bit. She thinks she might be able to help him out. Maybe. She has some tonics and whatnot. So,
No.
What?
let's,
No.
let's head to...
He got a
What
new
do you
dog,
guys been up to?
everybody. Give him
Yeah,
give him
new
some-
dogs, yeah.
Sorry.
No, he's just wrangling Zed.
He's
that's
absolved
eating
from-
pretzels and
It's
whatnot.
Zed.
Pissing on his
That's
foot. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry,
Uh,
George.
No, you're good. You're good. You're
That's
good.
a valid point.
That's very valid point. Yeah, Carvis does say, like, what do you guys been up to?
Oh, so Carvis, there was a bunch going on, but I do need your help at the inn.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so you know how you remember us? Well, there's a person in the bar that remembers us.
So we're gonna
too.
go to your house,
This-
Carvis, so
yes,
we can have
can
a
we-
talk. We need to have a talk because there are
Great.
important things, like
Oh, okay.
world-ending things.
Yes.
that
We know
are
you're very
happening,
busy, but
and,
this needs to happen.
We should probably have a talk about them to figure out what we're gonna do next. And then if people want to wander off and do whatever, they feel free to do that.
Yeah, but if he remembers
I
us,
would
isn't
very
he
much
important?
No. Not everybody who remembers us is important.
Oh.
Yes and no. Important, yes. This important, no. We need to
Well, I don't
figure
know how
out.
intentional the remembering is. It might just be some people remember.
is
it.
this person
hasn't
that we're
been every
talking about?
person. It's
Sig-
Sigrud.
Sigrud.
It's Sigrud. He's
Oh.
for some reason
Yeah.
Zed is obsessed with Sigrud and has to have him, which is his own business.
But he
Before
wasn't
we do
singing
that-
me lullabies to go to
fine.
bed.
He seems pretty nice. I don't know why not.
Yeah, he's a very nice person,
Sure.
but not really
Devoted,
relevant.
I've heard.
Yeah, very devoted to
It's a
something.
good word.
Ogra, help me out. You're the one that wanted him to come with us.
I don't know when
Ogre
Ogre
just
said
felt
that.
really.
We're doing this while we're walking. Carvis is doing the parent
Ogre.
thing of like, I'm listening to everything you're saying, but we're still
Oh.
going this way.
Carver's like,
Uh,
you can keep talking as long as you keep walking. That's great.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
whatever.
Talking and walking.
We're getting there.
As you walk past.
Oh yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
But
Car.
whoever Ogra is, she probably felt really bad for, I don't know, him dying on the beach with another person.
So maybe
And
we
what-
should not invite him to the things we're gonna do where people might die again.
But he was very
If you-
useful.
Do you feel bad about him dying, or do you want to use him? Because there's two different schools of thought there, and there's kind of
Ogra never went to school.
it's a bit binary choice. All
All right, well, we're here. Oh,
I'm not good with that book learning stuff.
Isabel, everything go okay? You see Isabel is just drenched in sweat. She's what? Yeah. So the bell's ready to go on the ship. You know you're on the wrong side of the bridge.
Yeah, we're gonna figure that out. If you have any ideas, please feel free. But maybe we'll talk to the dockmaster and see if we can get a crew together to. The only thing I can think of is to lift the ship and march it around. But if somebody else has an idea, that'd be great.
Did you
Well,
move the whole
They're
bell
gonna
by
have a hard
yourself?
time. It's a pretty heavy bow, so I don't know if there's a
Maybe we should
well,
switch
then-
Bell out.
And did you want a pretzel?
What?
We got pretzels.
Yeah, what if we installed the bell after? That would have been smart.
It's
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
we
Sure, yeah. If that's what you, Carvis looks. Well, if that's what they need, that's
No.
what they need, right?
We are just fucking with you. It is. We don't.
Well, I mean, it's a good
fine.
idea. It's
We
a solid
appreciate-
idea. I mean,
you're right. You're right. But she seems, pretty tired.
Yeah.
Great work.
Yeah.
Yeah, here,
well
have a
done.
pretzel.
That was a big bell.
Don't get that salt out of my face, please.
You don't want the
so need water so bad. The cover just. All right.
Oh.
Well, I guess it's good for a day's work. And opens it when you guys walk in.
Yaris will offer her some water from his water skin.
She's just
here.
No,
destroying
I've got
it.
It's a little.
Just creates 10 gallons of water right above her.
Counterspell.
Counterspell. You got it.
Full
You got it.
flash dance thing.
Counterspell. We'll say counterspell absolutely works. As you.
Level versus what is that? A cantrip?
Yeah. It's
It's a first
yeah.
level
It's like kind of
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could use so much water. What was that? As there's like a, and then nothing.
Just she wants to drink it, Zed. Just if she wants to dunk in water, she could do it. It's consent. You have to ask things.
Well, I mean, I could have just held it there.
Okay. Well,
That's a
I'm
threat.
I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm gonna
Thank you.
go take a nap.
deserved.
Thank you so much.
About maybe 20 feet away, and Carvis goes, "You cleaned the second floor, right?" You see her stop. Keeps on walking. Not yet. Not yet. He lets her go about maybe like 50 feet down, like just like walking, like allowing her to kind of like pretty much storm off. She's gonna run this place one day. Cut to you're upstairs now on the factory floor again. Carvis is looking through a very large, well, actually probably relatively like small, small book with like a bunch of just names in it of like, all right, well, nope, they're dead. Yep, no, they went off. As you see, he's just looking for a new innkeeper. But allows you guys to take a moment and talk and plan out what's going on next.
I apologize for driving this to have this conversation so hard, but there is a sort of world-ending thing going on, and I feel like we need to decide what we're going to do about it.
Yes.
And
you
personally,
don't apologize, Yoon. First and foremost. Thank you.
I don't know exactly how far the Merlin Loke mind-altering magic goes, but if it's not been apparent, it's a thing for
Okay.
me, and whoever's doing it, I would like to meet. I think the best way to do that may be to go through the mountains. I don't know if their ship is coming unless somebody else alerted them. If we go through the mountains, maybe we can sneak up on them, or at least do something. I'm not really sure exactly when we get to if that's the location. That's where Oka's family is, but we have some other issues. The ship, for one, and Zed, you've definitely made some good suggestions about we definitely need to do something about the ship, and I guess you want upgrades for the ship, which couldn't hurt if we're going to have to be around possibly ships with cannons, and we don't, although we can maybe go underwater now.
Well, I mean, we can always do reverse charges, barrels float up, just go under them, pop some barrels up, boom, boom, boom.
I don't know what most of that means, but
same. Okay. But it sounds like you have some knowledge there, so
I have no clue what that meant.
I got it.
If reverse
It's a-
deck charges,
You know how you
basically.
take a coconut and you put it under the water and it floats back up?
Uh-huh.
Well, so do barrels from all the wreckages
Right.
I've been through. So you just fill them with gunpowder, you do a fuse on the inside, you light it, and when we go underwater with the timed fuse, you just release them and it floats up to under their ship and explodes. And then they just, pew, straight down.
I don't think that's what they were talking about at all.
No.
No, not even close.
If our ship goes underwater, we could just do that.
If you want to roll to make that,
You want
Those are the upgrades we like to hear.
You want to make your ship a bomb?
Exactly, but no, he wants to take barrels,
Like
fill
depth
them with
charges,
gunpowder.
reverse, and just let them
Yeah.
float up.
Okay.
Or and
Like
with
down
some air in
periscope
it, so they
type of
pop
thing.
back up. Yeah,
Yeah.
like air.
Okay, yeah. I hear what you're saying.
Sea
At
lift.
first,
There's
I seriously thought you were talking about using barrels to get over the bridge.
No.
I was
No.
so confused.
For all that, you just gotta
explode
break
the
part of the
boat up and
bridge.
out of the.
Exploded? Yeah, so I was like,
If you put it hard,
A little bump.
No.
Yeah,
that's-
filmmaker, can we blow up your bridge,
That's-
please?
I
And
feel
you can
like-
just rebuild it.
Harvest would take
Yeah.
note on the gunpowder filled barrels with air and then the fuse. There's some parts there.
yes.
Oh,
Well,
man.
There's nothing
I
an
feel
idea.
I feel like to your point, Yoon, I don't want to endanger the people here more than we already have. I think we need to leave. I think we have the lead to the mountain, and I'll be honest, that has personal interest of mine. But I think it's also by their encampment, and we can sneak up on them. Ogre's family, we think, is there, perhaps underground. We can maybe change the landscape of this comet. We can't deal with that ship, so we need to not engage their boat right now. But we should be ready to leave and flee the island when we need to, I think, too. So our ship should be ready to go when we come back. But my first priority is not endangering the people in this town. I don't want them to suffer for what we are.
Agreed. Does anyone have any problems with going to the mountain as our next course of action? Didn't you,
I think it's a good idea.
Carvis?
Before this reset, that's what we're going to do anyway.
That's true.
Before we go, we should also get some healing potions.
That's a great idea. Although I don't know how much the ship costs are going to be versus, but we do have some gold. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll find what the cost will be, and we'll have some left. We are. If we're gonna get hit by cannons or die again, something to help with healing would be helpful.
Well, let me, if I may, one couple factors. One, ship costs. What do you?
Well, we need somebody to take the ship and then bring it to the ocean somehow. Either, I mean, there are people who sometimes will bring a ship aground, and if enough people are there and the right kind of equipment, they can move it from one shore to another. But it takes a lot, and I don't know how many workers are down at the shipyard, and I'm not sure, unless you, Carvis, if you have another idea on how to get the ship to the ocean, I'd love to hear it.
I mean,
We'll
he could always
say-
just turn it into a drawbridge.
Assuming that you take some of my grenades and make it look good, I wouldn't worry about the ship costs and getting your ship out.
Oh,
I will
well,
figure it out. Possibly an airship.
I mean, what does that mean exactly?
Well, ideally, you would find a way to be able to get the ship up into the air, possibly by some sort of propulsion. Wait, is that what you were talking about?
No, like, do you want us to blow up your bridge, or you give us grenades and then you just take care of that?
No.
They're
Take
not related.
the grenades and make sure that whatever
Gotcha.
abomination is leeching itself onto that mountain doesn't exist anymore. That would be ideal. But truly,
Understood.
To be quite honest with you, you've saved Sway. So I am in your debt, and it'll be an interesting problem that Isabel and I will figure out after she takes the bell off.
Well, we're truly grateful, and we will try to keep Sway saved by dealing with these problems on the mountain and beyond.
I appreciate that. One thing I should let you know, as far as the radius on keeping everyone calm and keeping the wildlife calm and relaxed around here, only goes 5 miles. So most likely would touch on one side of the mountain, but not the other, not the north side. History or insight check?
Yeah, I will.
Insight.
Do history. Only 9.
I got
the
19.
Yeah, 9 insight.
I'm natural
12.
1 for history, so I'm lost.
Killing it.
You're
Killing
with me.
19 history.
it. What did Killenor get?
19 for history.
Okay, cool. Both Zed and Kalenor, as you hear that, you hear the like gong, gong, gong of the city bell that was that you had seen there your first time around. And there's a moment where you start to kind of take stock in the idea of like one, especially in this place, we didn't mention it the second time around, but the first time around there was a lot of like purple that went on. That was kind of like that was Carvis's kind of color. And you noticed that when you came in, as you got closer, a lot of the wildlife that was there had this like interesting sort of like purple sort of tinge to it. Hitting that with the bell and the idea of a radius, and noting that bell rings every hour. I'll say with the 19's enough for you to surmise that bell must have something to do with the safety of this town.
I also, I feel like we should take the Solaris Lunaris with us. I don't know what you feel about that.
Yes, that
Carvis,
makes sense.
it's very
That's fine.
safe here, but I think we should have it.
No, it's clear that you're the ones that are going to solve or fix whatever the mystery is. Please, if you need any help or if there's something that is a problem that you think an artificer like me would help out with, please let me know. It's hard to give a problem away, but I believe this is your journey and not mine.
Ooh, Ogre can give you a problem. If Ogre's family's there, could a bunch of goblins live in your town to be safe?
Absolutely not.
Maybe Ogra, perhaps would any of them be good innkeepers by any chance?
If we
Would you like a
destroy
bunch-
all the Merlinloke and they have a camp there, then the goblins could just start a new city right where the Merlinloke were. You just, clean out the Merlinloke and they can live there.
Ogre would rather be someplace safe with other people. And Mr. Bellmaker here seems to keep people safe.
I agree.
Are there any sources
We'll talk about it.
You can have a town nearby.
Are there any sources of fire around, like candles or like a fire pit?
It's
or
funny you
anything?
mention that, Zed. Roll me a perception check.
11.
11. Cool. I'll roll for
I'm
it.
going to give you beginner's luck. You know what? I'm just going to
Do it.
I'm going to give it to you.
Do it.
I see you looking around. I'm going to say, I'm going to pull those strings. Give you a little bit of luck.
DC. We'll say the DC's 14.
And that's a D4?
It's just a D4, yeah. So you need at least a 3.
$15.
Nice. Awesome. Cool. The 15, Zed, it's funny. You're actually like looking for like fire here. And I will say, like, you notice there's a couple torches in here that you see like along the wall. But you notice an interesting smell. You're not exactly sure where it comes from, but following your nose, it draws you towards the like outer wall.
All right.
It smells like...
I know I'm going to absorb one of those torches with my bellows of blasting.
Okay. You do that, and Carvis goes, "Oh, please don't take my light out. Thank you."
All right. And so I go and I follow my nose to this weird smell.
Cool. Yeah. Brings you up to the wall. There's no, like, windows or anything from this sort of spot in the wall. It's actually higher up. So you don't really see anything because it's the wall. But I will say with that 15, you start to hear the sound of, like, shouting.
Hey, hey, Carvis, Car, can you come here for a second?
Was he just saying my name weird, or was he talking to you?
He was both of us.
Great
Okay.
question.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I will walk over to where Zed is.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do you both smell that? And do you hear that?
What should I roll?
You could go up to the window if you want.
Yeah, go to the window.
Cool. You fly up to the window and you notice that the Rook and Crown is on fire.
God damn it.
Okay.
Fuck.
Excellent luck
So
roll.
I'll
You remember
land.
that 7 luck roll?
Mm-hmm.
I land and walk by and kind of not going, the end's on fire. And just keep walking. Just like...
Ooh. What? And when you see him start to take off, as everybody starts to kind of take off out of this room. And we'll say with that, we'll take our 10-minute break as you guys have to deal with a slight building fire on your way back. We'll see you guys
Now
inside.
you can use your water spell.
All right, friends, we are back. As we smell, hear, and now see fire starting, we race down the stairs, having to deal with the elevator that only goes as fast as the pulley system allows it to go. As there's a moment of there's just about maybe 3 seconds of just standing. Okay. And eventually you guys run outside. You see it is fully in flames at this point. Actually, let's have some fun with this, gang. Everybody roll initiative.
As a role, I want to say like Riaris is freaking out for multiple reasons, but also like he was planning to go back and get some of those cooking utensils to bring with him now. You know, feeling like, and now he's like, now they're burning. Oh God, now I'm never gonna find them ever again.
Yep, I love it.
I rolled a nat 20 for 22.
Nice. Sorry, gang, 1 second. I don't know why this is having trouble now. There we go. All right. If everybody's got their scores, I am ready to hear them.
Cargo 19.
Car 19. Ogre, I think you said 22.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Somebody else?
I got a 19.
19. Okay. Kaelanor.
10.
10. And you.
7 for Yoon. 7.
Okay. And Riaris.
11.
11. Okay. We'll say these people are helping out when they need to be here, but I'm not going to put them in the initiative order because it's not as fun. Ogre, you're up first.
Do I see Fang anywhere outside?
Roll me a perception check.
That's going to be a 9.
You do not see him anywhere.
Then, because I don't have any water stuff, Ogre's going to rage and run into the building to go get Fang.
Okay.
No doubt.
Cool.
Oh God.
Spectral
Sweet.
Fucking rushes.
As you run in, because I'll say, we'll say, go ahead and give me. This will be your action to be able to kind of see in the smoke and everything here, or glean who is in here.
A perception check?
Yes, but this would be your action, just for the record.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's better. That'll be a 14. 14.
With a 14, you do not see Fang or hear. I think you're even like yelling, whatever, as you're kind of like coming in, and you can just see that smoke just like kind of just full goes and engulfs you. We actually need a con saving throw. As this place, to be able to smell it from a mile away, this is on fire. Very bad.
This inn is on fire.
Nice.
That's going to be a 16.
16. Cool. Yeah, I think 16 saves for your first save here. With a 14, you do not hear or see Fang. You do see you do hear coughing, and see like this scaly sort of like lizard folk creature who is desperately trying to get out. You see eyes kind of opening and closing and like widening sort of shape. Seems to be full losing his mind.
Can I run to him and that'll, because I can't bring him out.
I will allow you. We could say that was your attack action, so I'll allow you to grapple as your second attack.
Okay,
right?
then I'll.
You're level 5 now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
so
wait.
I'm just gonna...
No, sorry. You're half martial. You don't have extra attack yet. So I'll say you run to him at this turn.
And that's all my actions I can do. So I just get to him.
Cool. All right. Awesome. Zed, you are next. I assume you're Zed and Car are technically together, but I assume Zed, your dex is higher.
Oh, no doubt.
All right, I'm gonna kind of get teamwork from Car on this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create water over the top of the building, and I can do a 30-foot cube of rainfall. And I'm gonna ask Car to do, what was it? Is it gust that you have? To try to gust it in through the windows and around the front door to like distinguish the flames for people to run out and climb out the windows.
I'll say, Car, give me a nature check.
Well, I was just going to ask you. That sounds like I might fan the flames. I'll roll the nature check, but that scares me. But
because mine says any flames that are exposed within that 30-foot cube are distinguished. It doesn't.
I'm less worried about your water, but my air running through it. My nature check was a 6.
I'll say because you said it out loud. I think that's a definite concern.
Yeah, I don't know that that's gonna be the best idea because my wind is going to fan the flames, and trust me, I've been looking through my spells like nope, and I saw gust of wind, and my first thought was hell no, nope. So
okay.
I'm just really afraid of that one. I'm sorry. I don't want to make it worse. I don't want to burn down his whole city.
All right, then. I'll just do the 30-foot cube of rainfall around the front, so it distinguishes around the front. So when they come, they can see like that's a clear path to get out.
You got it. I'll say because there's this spell just kind of like just works. What I would like you to do, Zed, is to roll me a D4 and add 2.
D4 and add 2. 5.
Cool. So we'll say there are 4 more rounds of you having to do this, which I assume you don't have enough spell slots to be able to do that the entire time here.
It says at will.
Oh, that's right. You're something weird. Can you read that off to me, please?
So, Mariner Magic, you can create up to 10 gallons of clean water within range of in an open container. Alternatively, the water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube within range, extinguishing exposed flames in the area. But when I go to the Mariner page for it, it says I can create water out of thin air, like out of nothing. So they like kind of.
I need to hear the specific wording, so I'll look on my side.
Okay.
Mariner Magic. You learn additional spell when you reach certain levels of class. Each spell counts a ranger spell, but doesn't count the number of spells and ranger spells you know. Create or destroy water, shape water, 3rd level.
Just because it'll bother me, it is Mariner, right?
Mariner. Yeah.
Mariner.
Okay. I could be wrong. They definitely pronounce things wrong all the time. I just it was in my head.
At Mariner, it's spelled like the same way.
So I don't see it in the spell class thing of saying that you can do it at will.
Because
if you can find it somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll look for it.
Okay.
But for the moment, it's raining, which is helpful.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely helpful. Yeah. We'll say that like at this point there's a point where it is now like in definitely has reached the second floor, but you see the idea of like having that wood sort of soaked, allowing it to kind of probably have a harder time bursting through the ceiling there on that. And what was the range? Was it 30 feet? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 30-foot cube.
Cool. So I'll say 30-foot cube is really only I'd say about maybe 3/4 of this place here on that. So there's also like a space where we're gonna have to like overlap and go back and forth. So that's why I think the 4 makes sense. It works. Cool. Anything else on Zed's turn?
I think that's it for right now.
Okay. You got it. Sweet. I believe that's Car's turn next.
I want to fly overhead to get a bird's eye view. But
Okay.
mostly staying, I guess, at a diagonal so I can kind of see where Zed is making it rain. And then I'm going to use prestidigitation to make, well, so I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, what I want to do, then hopefully the effect works just because it's cool, but that's just coolness. I want to make arrows from the inside, getting them through the flames they're going out. Basically,
cool.
trying to get a lot faster.
I love that.
The effect I would like to have is my spirits like pointing, like ghost-like spirits just saying, go that way, if you'll allow it, just for
yeah, absolutely. I'll say, give me a, say, give me an Arcana check. I think that makes sense.
Go ahead.
That's you.
Arcana check.
Arcana check. Yep.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
it went silent for a second. Okay.
That's all right, good.
18.
Hell yeah, dude. Cool. Something's gonna happen at the end of your turn. Anything else? Actually, you know what? It actually makes sense for this to happen right when you do that. As you do that, you hear a burst window from the back. As you see a white axolotl burst through the window, carrying what looks to be an orc in his arms that has gone full unconscious, but has rolled out. It is right next to the version of like one of your spirits like pointing. So it helped with the direction. It was closer to the window than the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as he got out safely.
Yeah.
Now, is Sigmund or Sigurd? Excuse me. Is Sigurd unconscious or the person he's carrying?
Sigurd seems to be okay. The person he's carrying is definitely unconscious.
Okay, so if possible, for the end of my turn, for any kind of movement, as I'm holding the press, actually I don't have to hold it, it just happened for an hour. I want to land near Sigurd in case he does not heal that person.
You got it.
So I will just land at the end of my turn near Sigurd.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, you got it. Love it. Sweet. Yeah, you land next to Sigurd. You see Sigurd immediately start. There's a moment where he like jumps out, like kind of stands up and goes, "Oh, all right, good. My book. Where's my book?" And you see him like freak out for a second, like, "Oh, okay, great, there it is. Okay, good. Oh, yeah, you're unconscious." And you see him just kind of go down. He immediately starts healing the dude.
Okay.
Yaris, that's you.
All right. So we have not seen Fang at this point. Is that correct?
You've not seen Fang.
Okay. And how far away are we? Would it be to get to the front of the
I mean, you're pretty much right there. I didn't really count movement for Ogra,
cool.
so I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
for you.
So I'm gonna. I would probably run towards get to Ogra and say, have you seen Fang anywhere?
Well, you're running in because she's in that first floor.
My general intention. Oh, she's in. My general intention would be to go in and to find him.
Cool.
But knowing that Ogra's on the way, that's I would say. Have you seen?
Well,
him?
Ogra's in the
Sure.
the middle of it.
Okay.
So
I thought that's okay. Cool. So yeah, I'll go in there and I will look for Fang or. I don't think I know where he is. I think Zed maybe said he was. I don't even know if he said he was cooking. He was just staying behind. So.
Cool. You got it. I think Zed did say he was cooking, so that does help.
Okay.
Give me a perception check.
Kitchen. Okay.
Give me a perception check, and then give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, so we did find it. It's my ebb and flow. You can cast, create, or destroy water at will without expending a spell slot or requiring the material components.
So you have to cast ebb and flow though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a bonus action to activate, and then it lasts for a minute, and then he has all those abilities, including the at will.
Sweet.
Water.
Cool. So we'll say you did that.
Okay.
Right? Because you didn't spend any bonus action.
No.
You did.
I just did the one action of creating the rain.
Love it.
It is a 13 perception and a natural 1 Constitution save.
Okay. Natural 1 Constitution save. You are immediately poisoned. And I'm gonna say. Ooh. Okay. You take 11 points of poison damage, essentially.
That burned armadillo is no good. Okay.
Definitely not good. I'll say that you make it to the kitchen and you clearly see the culprit, and that's where that's the main source. Just now, has now been burned to a crisp and is now just kind of collected. The fire is now on the walls around you. Man, that nat one. I'm gonna be nice.
Do I see Fang at all? Like, do I see?
Now with the 13.
Now with the 13. Okay.
No. Yeah, you do not see Fang anywhere. I mean, it's also it's just smoke. I mean, you guys have run into a smoke bomb.
Coughing, whatever. Okay.
Yeah. I think with a nat one, it's hard for you to even say anything to Ogre at all.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Kaelinor, and then you.
Great, I guess we're just ready to build burning buildings. So you said, question before, 4 rounds roughly for Zed to do the three.
If Zed can keep doing this for 4 rounds, it will extinguish the flames.
Cool. If I help boost that by also casting create or destroy water at the same time to kind of reduce that. What?
Absolutely, yeah, it's the same spell. Absolutely.
Cool. I will cover the quarter that wasn't able to be covered and hit that middle the half.
That little overlap there. You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Cool. At this point, Seeping, you notice that the flames start to kind of die out on the second floor. Unfortunately, that does make that first floor kind of even more smoky as it now becomes this inhalation nightmare. But yeah, absolutely. 2 more shots of that, and we're probably going to be good. We'll say it would have to be directed at the first floor at that point. So if that makes any difference in the movement you have, cool. Anything else for Kaelinor?
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yoon.
Well, Yoon stands in front of the fire, watching other people do things, and Ogre run in and just kind of goes, well, and I'm going to draw a card.
Just shoot the flames, you.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work. Okay.
Let's go. What is it?
I do picture Zed literally yell, shoot the flames or something.
It's a fire element.
All right.
Whatever
Whatever this one is, that's not gonna be very good at all. That's gonna be real bad.
2.
Well, they're not terrible, but it's not gonna be good.
It is now a
They
flame
are
tornado.
somewhat weighted toward the number. Okay.
More buildings
all
catch
right.
on fire.
It'd be terrible, but it's not
Right.
going to be good. Yeah.
The 2 of stones, you age backwards by 5d10 years for 2 rounds. If this would bring you less than 0 years, you disappear. After 2 rounds, the effect wears off. So, 5d10 it is. I think I don't know if I established it, but he's pretty young.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him 25.
25.
He's
All right.
pretty young,
Nice
yeah.
round number.
So that's half of that.
It's like 50-50
No matter
basically.
what, I'm useless at this point, pretty much. So good card. All right. What did it say?
Where'd this
Does he
accent come
also
from?
regress emotionally and mentally, or just physically?
I think.
Uh,
Well, I don't know.
all the
I
way.
think just. I think
all the way.
the whole
Yeah.
package, right?
All the way.
Yoon disappears.
Oh, all the way. Cool.
I think you see the de-aging process, like getting younger and younger, and then just out of existence.
Yeah. You see. You see in that moment, like, Carver's going, wait, I have an idea for this. Yoon, you.
He said, "You got this."
Okay. And just like immediately goes into his part of fighting the fire, which he's doing roleplay wise, but not mechanically. Incredible. Where
This deck has been the best so far.
You're gonna come back, right? You're not like out
It
of the
has
game.
useful stuff. Yeah, it's two rounds. I'll come back after 2
Blinked
rounds.
out
But
of
Can you-
existence.
it does have useful stuff. Lots of useful stuff.
can you do me a favor and just read the effect one more time?
Okay. You age backwards by 5d10 years for 2 rounds. If this would bring you less than 0 years, you disappear. After 2 rounds, the effect wears off.
Okay. Okay. Here's what I think happens in Yoon's perspective.
Hmm.
Yoon, for a second here, you're looking around, and first off, I think you're just like naked. There's no, you're definitely not wearing any clothes. You notice that you feel like you're shorter, and looking around, at first you're pretty sure you're back in the rainforest. And I think you see, like, I think there's a moment where you see there's this tiny little, like truly, like, this big, tiny little, like, purple frog just kind of, like, jumps up on a stone right next to you, just. You say anything to it? Or do you try to say anything to it?
Yeah, like, I think I look down at myself a little bit. Hello?
And you see this this massive amount of teeth just all of a sudden just shoot out, just extremely sharp, and just goes and attacks you. And the scene just goes with Yoon just like falling to the ground as this thing is just clutching at it. And Yoon, you're dead. That's it. No.
Nice.
And we'll come back.
Lovely home you have, Ogre. Just lovely.
We're not in Ogre's home right now.
You're definitely not in Ogre's home. You're in the Feywild.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You're a hobgoblin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? I mean, kind of like if there was a primordial sort of like heritage area of like.
Yeah, even the lore is sort of that they're all created. This is what I've like. Yeah, the Fae, like the Archfey, created them for games of war or whatever. But
right,
yeah, they're just an essence of like, yeah, they're yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
You're in
also,
full.
The Feywild sucks.
You're in full boss baby mode right now. Yeah, incredible. Yoon just seems to just have been lazily just exited out of the fight. You're not really sure what happened, gang. Later on, I think Carvis does. I think I saw him with zits and stuff. Ogre, you're up.
Okay. There's nothing I can do for this type of situation.
Top of the round, give me a con save.
Okay. That's gonna be an 8.
An 8. Okay. You are poisoned, and you take 4 points of poison damage if you can.
Yeah, I can take that.
No, I mean, is there a weird thing with? No, there's not. That's right. We figured that out last time. Okay, yeah, you take 4 points of poison damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to summon Muffins.
Okay.
And I'm going to put the lizard guy on Muffins and have Muffins go out of the building.
Got it. Cool. Yeah, I think that just happens. You summon Muffins. You see this. You notice like now, I think you see like he's kind of like a little bit older, and you see him just kind of like consistently rubbing his eyes, which is getting worse because of the smoke, and it's in his eyes. You hear him just yelling and screaming for someone. He can't see you, so you realize like it's just going to be easier just to put him on something and have that thing go out. So you throw him on Muffins, and Muffins just straight out the door.
Okay, that was my bonus action. For my action, I can't do that because that's the whole action to do that. Can I do another perception check to either see Riaris poison and have damage, or Fang, or anyone else in the building?
You got it. Yeah. I'll tell you right now, the DC to find Riaris is 15. The DC to find Fang is 20.
Yeah. Oh, that's so much better. That's going to be 21.
21. Nice. Cool. With a 21, and I apologize, I did not word this well. With a 21, you find Riaris. Riaris is also at a point of like having trouble being able to see. We're gonna have you roll the top of your round, Riaris, on things and that. But Ogra, for sure, looking like getting like down close to the ground and looking around, you're pretty dang sure. I'm gonna say with the 21, you notice that there is a like a bloody handprint. That is on the doorway to the back door.
Is it open?
Yes, it is open. The back door.
Okay. So he got out in my own, like, perception. I'm gonna grab Riaris, and then I'm gonna head my way to the back door.
Okay. Are you grabbing Riaris to take Riaris out?
Yes, I'm like grabbing him, like hoisting him, but keeping low to, because when you're in a fire, you want to stay low to the ground so you're not breathing in everything. So we're just like dragging him.
So it kind of counts as half your movement to drag someone. So what I'm going to say on this, because we didn't really give any sort of movement sort of thing on this, I'm going to say give me an athletics check, which you have advantage on right now.
Okay, I'm actually good at those. Or ish.
Or actually, technically, because nothing attacked you, give me that con save idea that we had for that. So this is essentially a concentration check to keep your rage.
That was a 19.
Great, you're good.
And do strength again?
Athletics. Yep.
That's going to be a 16.
16. Cool. Yeah. With a 16, you grab Riaris, you like slam him to the ground, and just you and him just start army crawling out of here.
Fuck. Ogre, have you seen what's his name?
Fang?
Fang?
Ogre thinks he went outside. Ogre saved an old lizard person. Ogre doesn't think there's anyone else in the building.
Riaris, it's not your turn yet, but give me that Constitution saving throw now.
Yeah, it's a 3 plus whatever, not a lot, so not good.
All right. I mean, you'll probably make it. But so you take another 11 points of poison damage, and then you're also blinded. To be honest with you, I should have given you that blinded on the nat 1. That's why I was like, I gotta find something. Nat 1 should have been harder than that, but so yeah. But you're blinded, but you're able to see like light, so you know that you're outside.
I've made it outside. Okay.
You have. Yeah.
Okay.
So Zed, that is your turn, and then Car's on deck.
All right. So I'm probably gonna look for the best place to move this like 30-foot cloud of rain.
Yeah.
For, like, the next
At this
spot.
point, you think the second floor is good, so I think you try to kind of push that instead of it being like more of a rain sort of thing, of actually just kind of like I'll allow you to say that you kind of like are able to like shove it out of your hands, going like maybe like a windy sort of rain sort of thing. Actually, we could say that gust of wind would help now, if you wanted to do something like that.
All right. I mean, yeah, we could do that if Car's down to try that.
Sure. I mean, yeah, as long as it's not going to make it worse, then yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna turn it from a cloud raining on top down to like streams in front of Car for him to gust of wind it forward into the building.
Cool. And we'll say, Kaylin, are you also planning on doing the same thing?
Probably if the fires are out by then.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so we'll say mechanically speaking, it needed two more of these. So if you're willing to kind of say like, we'll say like Zed and Car are holding their action until this point, you could do that, and so that it's all kind of like on one sort of thing. So we'll say what happens on Kalinor's turn, as you guys are holding to make sure that you're able to get 2 shots in at once, which leaves Riaris, and then what happens, and then you. So Riaris, anything? You're rough.
Yeah. I would like I kind of get out, and it's almost like the brightness of the sun or whatever coming out of the building is there, but it doesn't go away. I think I would just kind of stumble and Ogre, I cannot see anything. Just kind of reaching out blindly.
Cool. Yeah, makes sense.
If anybody responds, if not, I would just try to stumble forward. And and I think I would try to say something to Talia, like, "Can you? I am blind. Can you sense anything? I do not feel good."
I'm trying to make sense of what I just rolled. I think Talia just starts is yelling to you, like, "That's not how it works. I can only see basically the inner parts of people, but through your eyes I can see them, and your eyes are not working right now." I rolled a nat 1, so.
Doing great, gang.
Imagine they just like dicker. I don't even know what to say, just like, what? I know, yeah, and I try to stumble forward and hope someone stops me and just be like, I can't see anything, and just be walking like that.
Dan, if you're ever wondering if there was the mechanics of like, if I close my eyes and Talia looks, can Talia see instead of me? We've learned now, no, apparently.
I do not have daredevil sense.
That's what the dice say. I think Talia can
docks and ships have like fire crews to put out fires that could have handled this in a normal way.
It went up quick. All right. Nothing bad ever happens here. It's like Celeste. No. Yeah. So there's that happens. But I will say, with that, there's no roll necessary. You guys nail it. You see it has completely died out. Kalinor, as you're able to kind of like stand side by side with Zed, pushing that water out from you. And as you do that, Yoon, did it say what was the amount of time?
It's 2 rounds, so I feel like From there to here is 1 round. When we get to the next turn, I'll show up and be able to take my turn then. But like, that will be 2 full rounds having passed.
Right. So it was last round, and then this round would have to pass for you to come back.
Right. Yeah.
Correct.
My next turn, I'll come back. Yeah.
Cool. Sweet.
Still fighting
Cool.
that frog.
Yeah, you're not entirely sure where Yoon is. I'm gonna say anybody who wants to roll a perception check, get like a nat 20.
I don't even think I'll bother rolling. I would have no idea.
We're in the building. We
Just
don't know what's going on
Get 2 nat
outside.
20s, Dan. Get 2.
No problem.
Damn. Nope. Just 12.
Good tries, gang.
Cool.
I don't know why I'm
Awesome.
using gang now. I'm sorry. That's your word.
It's your new thing. That's our new thing.
That's our new thing now.
Hey, gang.
Comrade.
You do
Big
not
comrade.
hear the screams from Baby Yoon wrestling a purple, like shark teeth like level. You know how they have like several like layers of teeth. That's the thing that Yoon is just actively fighting, naked in a Feywild forest.
I hate the Feywild.
It's terrifying. Also, like, it's got to be one of those things where like its mouth opens to be like 3 times the size.
Oh, it's just
Yeah,
like the
things
whole
are
just
hippo
horrifying
thing.
for no reason.
Unhinges everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Doesn't have to make any sense there.
Nope. Absolutely not. Incredible. Yeah, there's a full round of that. We see this like kind of like in this like sort of like airy sort of space behind. I think it's like reflected in the smoke. This scene of just Yoon just full on running away from this like this thing is just hopping from rock to rock, just opening its giant mouth. Yeah, sure, something like that. Yeah. But
I hope
cool.
he doesn't bring it back with him.
Yeah, but crisis averted somewhat, as we now are looking at the smoking remains of what was once the Rook and Crown. As you all are catching your breath and trying to kind of trying to make sure that everybody's okay and like and look, obviously in Riaris's case, just trying to kind of find where someone is. You see, like everybody except for Riaris just sees the remains of this inn. What do you guys do?
Is anyone? I
Okay.
cannot see anything right now. I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna bolt in and see if I can find anybody.
I'm going to heal Riaris with cure wounds, and I'm just gonna pour water in his eyes from like my little flask.
You got it.
You're gonna
Zed,
tell me you're doing that?
Oh no, it was
You're
beer.
gonna be like,
Just go,
what the? What?
don't fight it! Don't fight it!
Fight them! Fight them! That's Talia. Yeah.
Rubbing it makes it worse.
Roll an athletics check.
Zed, so Zed, you run in. Give me a Constitution saving throw, but DC 5 at this point as it's dying down.
16.
Cool. You run in. You see, essentially now at this point, like the skeletal and like carapace remains of a what now kind of looks like just like an like a weird looking like almost like a quarter of like a cornucopia, if you guys know what those are. That's what you see on the stove. But yeah, looking around, you do not see Fang anywhere.
Do I see like Sangrud or the orc?
Sigrud and the orc are both outside.
They're both outside. Okay.
So I think going from like the kitchen, you see, because he would have had to jump out from the kitchen side. You see Sigrud just like kind of like lifting up the orcish man and going. Well, Pelor's light shines on us all from time to time, even in our darkest moments. And I think it's a good time to really talk about the story about when we found that there was and you see him, you just hear him go off. You clearly tell that he's fine.
I hear him.
Yep.
Is he in line of sight?
He's outside. You're inside.
All right, so I wouldn't have been able to see him, just hear him.
I think you can see him through the window, the broken window.
Is he 30 feet away, or is he further than 30 feet?
I will say he's 30 feet away.
I'm going to drop water on him and yell at him. He should have followed me to Carver's place.
Okay. Yeah, you got it. You drop water on him. You see him at first, like, looks around. You see the miracles of Pelor are all around us. Thou hast been
that means
cleaned
I'm your miracle.
by the...
You should have followed me. You remembered this face. You would have been safe.
Begone, heathen! Get behind me!
Oh, why do you want me behind you?
Come on, let's go. You see him just push the orc out and walks out the scene.
I'm just gonna yell Fang and Goblin and just like look everywhere for him.
Where are you right now?
I'm after like healing Riars for 5 points. And realizing there's no sign of Fang, I'm just like going around the building like in a circle, like looking for any blood or just yelling. And
so we'll say in this moment you're like looking around, you come around to the entire side of the building, you come back to where you are standing next to what I imagine to be like Kaelinor and Carr and possibly Riaris in this moment, and you hear a voice down by your ankle, just, what happened?
What happened to you? Were you in that building?
I have food. That was over by the tree thing. I think Yoon, give me a dex save for Fang. As I imagine you're going to appear right where he was.
He gets a 2.
Incredible. Yeah,
whatever his dex is.
Not gonna matter. There's no way. Yeah, you full on just appear, just fall right on top of him.
Yeah. He's kind of on the ground.
I think you have your voice mod on.
Do I?
Yeah.
I haven't changed anything.
Oh man, that's him coming back from
you
the Feywild.
definitely have an effect on.
That's what's coming back from the Feywild.
Yeah.
Not fully come back yet.
Anything.
Yeah, it sounds like your voice, but repeated over and over, echoing.
You got like a cosmic frog in your throat right now.
Wow.
Oh my god, you hate the purple frog.
Yep, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, it switched without. There must be a hotkey I hit by accident. I think it was like maybe a number key or something like that. That I hit by. Yeah.
Voice mod is weird, man. Sometimes.
Yep. So that's back. All right. So, yep, that was very weird. I
think there was just a moment. Like I think that makes sense. And there was a moment where all of a sudden Yoon was like in two places.
Well, yeah, I think partially. Okay, so I mean, Yoon de-aged 35 years and that brings him down to 0, but Yoon de-aged 35 years and that didn't bring him back down to 0. So there's 2 separate de-agings going on, and
yeah,
when he comes back, he's on the ground and he just goes, I accept, and then you see kind of a moment where he just sort of is silent. What do they say? You never know what your worst luck. You never know what worst luck your bad luck has saved you from. I think that's that's the phrase. You never know what worst luck your bad luck has saved you. I hate that card. That card is terrible. And but sometimes bad luck saves you from worse things. So who knows? I could have been hit by something. I apologize. That the deck. Anyway, great job, everybody. Great job.
Can you get off me?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's a normal reaction to that character.
Yep. That is 100%. Hold on. Just make sure everybody is aware of the character in question. There we go.
There we go.
There he is.
Cannot tell if he's angry or happy ever.
Fang. Did the bucket of water on you? Did that work?
What?
I told you to keep a bucket of water on you. And you were questioning on you or with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did? Yep, told you. It works every time. Keeps you away from them flames.
Ooh, it looks different.
Oh, yeah. By the way, did you leave the stove on?
Hmm?
Did you leave the fire? Did you leave it on or did you put it out?
No.
I'm gonna whap him with my stick.
Yeah. I would say roll me an attack roll to see how hard you send him.
Nat 20.
No. It's only a 17.
Yeah, he goes. I mean, it's far. It's 10, 15 feet.
Like a golf swing.
You see a woman that you haven't seen in a time, technically, comes out, rushes to find out what happened, and you see Hilly just, oh my dear, is everybody all right?
Oh, everybody but Fang over there.
Okay. I'll go tend to him. What happened?
Well, we're trying to figure out if he left the fire on or not.
Carl's looking around for Nala.
Nala comes up pretty close behind Hilly. I think, Car, give me a deception check. Or stealth, your choice, deception or stealth.
Okay. Deception against 19.
19? Cool. Yeah, I'll say she doesn't see you looking at her. I don't need to explain myself to you.
Okay.
It'll come up when it comes up. She goes, oh boy, okay.
I'll be right back again.
Well, if you needed fire, that I could do. But this is bad.
It's not like this is the only inn in this whole place, is it?
No. I mean, technically, Yuka's got a couple rooms.
Well, I mean, it was gonna need a little remodeling after the whole Rook signed.
You see Hilly comes back with Fang just like in her arms like a baby. Fully like leaning into the as Hilly goes, all right, okay, you're fine now, you're fine. Oh, just relax. You see him just full on just like out of just full playing dead. Oh man, what happened to make this poor goblin so hurt?
Well, I mean,
And she winks at you guys.
I imagine it's a very long story with from birth all the way from birth, and it's probably too tragic to hear. But recently, he was in a fire.
I see. Understood. Well, my poor sweet goblin child. Maybe it's time you. All right, honey. Yeah, you can stand. Just stand on your 2 feet. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Maybe you should. Maybe he needs your care more on a longer term basis, or you can find him a home.
Well,
Please?
see, honey, that's why they call me the midwife. See, I usually help to and fro, but afterwards I give the child to her mother and head on my way.
Well, that is convenient.
Fang is a full-grown man.
Well,
Oh,
does he
I'm
have
sorry,
a mother
dear.
we could give him to?
I knew that. I thought we were just laughing.
There's a lot of literal energy in this group.
hey,
So
where's Rook?
That's a good question. Comes up. Yeah, this might as well happen.
It was either that or your tooth.
What?
Nothing.
You see Carvis goes, well, this doesn't necessarily solve the problem, but
Kind of delays it.
kinda
It's
delays
a
the
secondary problem. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's people to rebuild it.
you see the lizard folk comes up. This chameleon-looking dude now just has these kind of like a little bit like lazy eyes sort of a situation. Just comes up. Goes, well, where am I gonna sleep?
Oh my god, he reminds me of Chicken Joe so much.
Hello.
Hi.
I heard Yuka's got rooms potentially. You'll figure something out.
Where?
I don't know. Figure it out.
How much were you paying for rooms at the inn?
I don't know. I just got here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well,
But if
Did
this
you
is how
even
you
have a room?
If this is how you treat your guests, yeah, I had a room. It was upstairs. I had my stuff in it. Now it's all gone. It burnt up in a fire.
I lost everything in that fire.
I lost everything in that fire.
I do happen to have a spare room. It's on my ship over there.
You got food?
Yeah.
Looks
fact-
like I'm no longer staying at the Rook and Crown. You guys can't handle my business. And you see him just walk off in a random direction.
if there's one thing sailors love when they get to shore, it's staying in another ship. Maybe
Staying
that should
in
be
another
the
ship,
theme
yep.
of the inn. Yeah,
Yep.
just make it into a ship,
So-
and then it'll be just like where they.
Does-
He didn't seem to mind. He just walked off. He also walked
He
off.
gets the whole thing.
We'll say, what's
he-
the number, gang? Someone say number 1 through 4.
3.
3.
Nice.
Wow, everybody said 3. I rolled a 3. He's walking towards your ship.
Hell
So
yeah.
Yeah, I guess
All
you
right.
figured it out.
Where is the orc?
the orc and Sigrud. You don't see Sigrud, but you do see the orc just kind of like sitting, just.
Does he look fully healed?
He looks like exasperated, things like that. But he doesn't seem to be. Yeah, he doesn't. Health wise, he seems to be fully fine.
Okay.
Does he have one eye?
He does not have one eye. Picked a hell of a day to call in sick.
Colin,
Yeah.
sick. Where do you work?
The shipyard, the anchor.
The shipyard. Who's the guy that's in charge over there?
Why are you looking for a job?
Oh no, I got a ship that's on the other side of the bridge, and we're gonna need help getting it to the other side of the bridge.
So it's sometimes hard. I understand that it's hard to focus.
Yeah, I was saying you're saying this
already
conversation
told
in
us-
front of a house that I think at this moment the second floor just caves in like in the middle. Just
all right,
boy.
all right.
Well, everybody's okay. Everybody's safe.
Yeah.
Anybody, any ideas on who? This is Carvis. Any ideas on how this got started? And he can't help himself. He looks right at Zed.
I also look at Zed.
Yep, as do I.
Ogre's just like this.
Fang
Really
looks at
your
Zed
fault.
too.
It's not your fault, but you know.
I'm going to immediately stick my finger and point at everybody except for Carvis and be like, you all let me go with Fang over there to a place to find the compass to which room I don't know which one it was. And then I give you the heads up about him cooking in the kitchen with the chef outfit, and then you're questioning me.
Oh.
We're just
I
asking
mean-
who it was. We just assumed you knew, and you do.
You do know.
Also, I can tell you it wasn't her. She only melted a door handle down. It didn't have anything to do with setting the wood
Zed.
on fire. Yes?
Be cool, man.
Well, I am. I told you, it wasn't you. It cooled down by the time we left.
Carvis. Fang was cooking an armadillo. Really? Well, anybody want to claim this goblin? Looks at Ogre.
Ogre knows this looks bad and is not good for her sell on more. But this could be an opportunity.
How so? How so? Tell me.
You don't have an inn anymore? We build a whole place for all the goblins to live?
Yeah, it's kind of an out now.
Solid.
Mm-hmm.
Ogre can put in an IOU?
Just
Or
take it out. Just take it out.
take
Okay.
what?
You know, just take it out. Take it out. Just take it. Just take it out. Okay. All right. Got it.
No?
Take it out. Take it out. You see him just start to walk off. He is like, it's just been a day. Like he's he's just. I'll say, just to be clear, he was saying like, take out the camp, the camp that was there. Yeah.
All right,
As
guys.
a point of order, did
Yes.
we get the Solaris Lunaris?
Yes, you
Or
did.
left?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yes.
I would
Or
say
we
it's
could say that you
with
go back
in
and
the
get it.
bag
Like,
of
that's not
holding.
okay.
I would put it in the bag of holding. I just wanted to make sure we got it. That's all.
Bag of holding explodes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, you're all dead.
Wait, who at the back of holding? Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the orc. I'm gonna ask him which way to his work and the name of his boss.
I said that Jekka.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll let him know. I'll let him know what happened. You were walking to get some medicine. You tried to help out here, and that's why you called out sick.
My man. He takes you and like gives you a big hug that's way too hard. He's a good guy. Good
All right.
guy. Yes.
Is there anything I can bring to him so he knows it's from you and you're trying to help them while you were sick to get medicine?
Nope. I was just getting medicine and I saw them and.
Okay. Do you have any phrase you say to him so he knows I'm telling the truth, that it is you and I'm not just lying to him?
Or
Sorry,
your
I'm
name.
late.
Okay. Gotcha.
Just
All right.
say sorry I'm late.
All right. And then we did catch his name, right? Or did we not even ask his name yet?
Oh, this orc's name?
Yeah.
He's not giving it.
Okay. Well, I'll just say the one orc that was out sick. But
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Works.
So I'm gonna just start walking towards the shipyard,
Okay. All right. Cool.
eating a pretzel.
Yeah, I mean that is something to do there. Let's say as we're moving along, I think I think we'll say as you guys are moving there, there was one of the factors was that you guys wanted to make sure that you were finding a plan on how you were going to take this thing out. Right. I'm gonna ask this actually, Zed. What is your intention on going to the shipyard?
So the shipyard is going to see about installing anchor points for cannons for
Okay.
on the ship. So not necessarily getting cannons, but setting up the ship to get cannons. So like where they would tie them down and stuff on port starboard side, maybe front back.
Okay.
And then talking to them about maybe turning the bridge into like a drawbridge or something to like just lift it up for other ships that would be my size to pass through.
So what Carvis said was to leave it to him.
Okay.
So remember that, right? So you don't necessarily need to worry about that. As far as the other parts of that, I will say that's something you could also handle when you come back.
Okay.
Right? Just so that we'll say that like in this way, because we obviously want to make sure we get a plan today, right? So knowing that, do you guys want to go back to Carvis's again?
So
or do you want to?
I'm gonna go to the potion shop to get health potions.
Well, hold on, gang. Hold on. I said gang. Here's my point, Drew.
Yes.
There's a certain point where together you guys need to figure out a plan. Right? You with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, standing in front of a burning building.
Not very secrety.
A finished, burnt building.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to like get away from there.
Well, yeah, I think maybe we should go. You're right. Let's try to grab a couple potions on the way out, but then I think we should just leave if we can.
Leave.
Because I think
That's
we've worn out our current welcome.
Should we? Does that mean heading back to the boat for the night, or are we heading to the woods?
No, I think we should head towards the mountains.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean we've got everything we need. Zed, if you want improvements to the ship, you could also tell Carvis what you want, and he could ask somebody to work on it while we were gone, and then we could pay for it later if possible, if you want to do that. So
I don't know if right now is the best time to ask him for something after the whole inn.
Does anyone have message or sending? All right.
Car
has message.
Car.
Well, I was thinking send, because it's talk to him later.
What was the name of the brother to the siblings?
Urian?
Oh, Urian.
Urian. Car, can you send a message to Urian to grab some clams for the was it lizard folk?
Drew.
What?
Focus to task, sir.
Well, he's going to the ship to rent a room. So, and he asked if there was food there.
But we just had a whole conversation with someone, and now you're going in a totally different direction.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, let's focus on one part of the plan.
All right, yeah, message Carvis about the ships.
Okay.
Sure. Let's go get some potions and then leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they'll still sell us potions, if not, let's just leave.
Cool. So I will say, as you guys are heading that direction, say give me everyone around. Give me. Trying to think of how to phrase this here. Let's say give me an insight check.
I would also like during our travels to swing by the inn and see if there's enough redeemable quality materials to keep for a cooking set.
Okay. Yeah.
By the way, so I don't
we
think
could.
he sees anything.
We can definitely handle that. Give me a investigation check. I'm gonna say DC 12.
I got for the insight
26.
a nat 20 plus 6 for 26.
16.
Jesus.
Nice.
There
My
we go.
insight was
Found
13. My investigation was 15.
15. Cool. Yeah, 15. You find some cooking supplies, man.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I will, as I'm leaving, I will put 10 gold coins just sitting there, just in the kitchen.
As you do so, you notice that like some of the like scaffolding on the side just kind of like falls off.
Yep, I kind of put it. I'm like looking around. I'm like, and I put an extra coin, so I'll.
Yeah,
down
you
and be
like it was 8, and like
there's
you're
a
like,
hole in the
no,
wall
10.
where Sigrid went through, and I'm just like this. Yeah, sure.
I love it. Cool. Sweet. So, someone got a 26. So we'll say, what was another one? Someone, who else got
16.
16. Anyone that beat
Car
a
got a
16?
19. Yeah, Car got a 19. That's the closest to the 26.
Cool. So, as you guys are, walking down, to where, Clem did say, at a previous time, where the potion shop was. Car and Zed, you both notice Hilly is like kind of like trailing behind, and just kind of like watches you guys as you go off. You see she has got like a interested expression on her face.
Car will stop and go ahead, you.
No, you go ahead. It's fine.
Carl's just going to stop and kind of look over at Hilly, like, and cock his head, not really say anything.
I'm just gonna stand there right next to Car because I see the same thing.
Were you in need of medical supplies?
Like health potions.
Okay.
Not
right.
for like right now, but for like later in case.
Sure, absolutely. You could, Zafira, she does all right. With that insight check, you get the idea of like Hilly's like kind of like looking at like customers walking to the shop that's an actual shop as opposed to her house. But if you recall, Clem did mention the idea that whoever owns that shop learned from Hilly.
Do you know something, Hilly, about health potions that might be better?
Yeah, come on by. You see her just kind of like walk in. Rook kind of is also staying there, by the way, and just goes, so should I go? Should I stay?
You should check in with Carvis and do as he asks.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll do that. All right. See you later. You see him walk off. Cool. As you guys walk in, you see Hilly's house. There's a lot of like comfort area around here. Like there's many sort of like plush sort of like looking like sofas. Has a very much like a grandmother's house sort of vibe. There's an Afghan that's on the like the couch. It seems to be most likely has been knitted by her. But you notice that behind where there's like cabinetry for like kitchens and things like that. You notice that they're all glass windows, and you can see that there's actually like there's multiple sort of like bottles and tinctures and different sort of things there that seem to be kind of closed off in that area. And you see that there's a like the sink has a bunch of just like plant life around it. Well, so what was it that you needed? Just health potions?
Yeah. Is there other kind of potions that you have? Because I think we're supposed to be going up the mountain pass.
To commune with the spirits?
I hope so.
Yeah, I like drinking.
Or anything that's like to be sneaky or something like that?
Well, spirits have more of a third eye sort of situation. They're not going to really worry about seeing the physical you as much as what's inside. That's much harder to hide. But she has no idea where you guys are going up there.
It's fine.
So I'm getting the impression that Hilly does not remember meeting us before.
No, she does not.
Okay. And that's okay.
All right. What other potions do you have besides healing?
Well, I do have, let's see, things that can make you a little bit more intuitive to the inner workings of a person. Just really kind of getting into the idea of how they see themselves and how they see the world around them. I also have I have a potion here that's going to help you from, we'll say, the hot sun that we have here. Let's see. What else? We'll say, Dan, roll me a d10.
That is a 5.
5. Okay, cool. Actually, dear, you might be interested on this one. I've had it just in case my son ever needed to get out of a sticky situation, but I don't know. With your muscles, you might not need it, but this one will make you just a little bit more physically apt. And then, of course, your standard potions.
Appreciative of that. Are you sure you don't want to keep it for your son? You don't think he's coming back soon?
No, I imagine wherever he is in his own adventure and having a hell of a time doing it. I hope he is finding himself wherever he is.
Well, we have our own path, but if you give me his name, maybe we could tell him hello if we ever see him.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If he ever needs help, just tell him to reach out to us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's pretty far off now, but if you ever see a handsome young man that goes by the name of Io Duval,
I'll remember it.
Make sure you tell him to message home every once in a while.
Gotcha.
I'm sure he's busy.
I'm sure. It's fine. I'm busy too here. I got things I gotta do.
Don't worry, we'll make sure he's not too busy to message you.
Well, like I said, he's a mighty ways away, as far as I remember.
We're not. Our path could lead us pretty much anywhere. So,
I mean,
sure.
we've flown a ship twice, so
fortune can be funny.
So, what was that potion about cold that you said, or keep you away from the sun?
It's just gonna make that. It's just gonna make the sun just feel less cumbersome.
That one sounds good. How much is that one?
Well, I mean, if you want to try to find everything that's gonna kind of suit your needs, we can try to kind of figure that out, and then we'll have old Haley just give you the OG discount, we'll call it.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Do you have anything that would be anything for
Healing potions?
We're gonna
Yes, I
focus
do.
on healing.
Absolutely, yes. How many do you need? You see her open a cabinet, and it's like truly like just filled. I'd say looks like you have maybe like 30 back. They're all pretty much standard healing potions. Yeah, actually, also another thing too that you notice is that they actually all look like they're like roleplay wise, they're actually extremely small vials. Seem to have some sort of like spoon sort of thing at the end. I'll say. Trying to think of who would know this. Possibly Car, maybe? It looks more like a tincture than like a potion.
Okay.
Oh, do you have any potions for sleeping?
Sleeping? Oh, we having trouble getting sleep?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have something for that here. Takes out. Actually, she immediately just starts getting to work on something.
Yeah, make sure it's pretty good, but I'm gonna need like a certain amount of it. Like, if you could do a good sized bottle, that'd be perfect. Like,
How
it
much
doesn't
is
have
in
to
a
be
bottle, man?
like the average size, because I got a plan for it.
Okay. Okay.
So like, because she opened the door and there's those little tiny ones for health potions. So I wanted like a regular size one, which would be like a big one.
You got it. Cool. Just for the record, you said something to help you sleep.
Yeah, so like a sleep potion. Yeah.
That's one way to look at that.
Thing of lavender.
Which is funny because I can't be put to sleep magically. So.
You all heard me say it, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, moving on.
I'm on board. Usually, I mean, I didn't bring that much currency with me. I have a lot back home. Health potions tend to run fairly expensive. I'd love for the group to have one apiece, but I'm not sure if we can afford that. Can you? What would 6 run?
Well, let's see. With these, they're extremely potent for their size, but as you said, they're very small, so they're going to be the equivalent of like a sort of your standard healing potion. I would let them go for let them go for about, we'll say 300.
Right. That is. That seems fair to me. I don't want to keep you longer than we need. I'm sure you're busy, and we really need to get going. So,
can we also do a trade to make it a little cheaper? Because that's a big number, right?
Sure. Yeah, you add more things.
Is a large chunk of what we would all have to chip in for that.
Sure.
I call Muffins, and I say, Muffins is from somewhere far away, but Granny says maybe.
Muffins?
No!
What's happening?
No offense, Ogre would rather trade Zed than Muffins.
Fair.
But no offense, but on the list that, like, on the totem pole of, like, people Ogre likes, no offense, but you're kind of at the bottom right now.
Oh yeah? Oh, what's Miss Hilly?
Yeah, man. I was saying.
Hilly, so I have a ship
Yes, dear.
docked off by the bridge, and I've got a bunch of silver and gold plates, cups, mugs, silverware. Whenever you need to, you can always take a look and see how much that would be worth to throw in for the cost of these potions.
But Ogre also has an exotic Pegasus, whose fur can maybe be magical or used for your potions.
So we'll say this: if you guys are just interested in the healing potions, we'll say Yoon, give me the original persuasion check, and we'll say you have advantage. I kind of want to give disadvantage, as Zed just gave her a project as like payment, but we'll say it's with advantage.
I definitely want that sleep potion though.
That's okay. I only got a 13 anyway.
13. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think with a with a 13, just, I'm so sorry. If it's any consolation, I remember that I believe Madame Zafira does charge even a little bit more than that.
Your prices are perfectly reasonable, and we don't need to haggle any further. If Zed wants to eventually pick up those plates and try and find a place to exchange them, we could do that at another time.
I'll tell you what. I will, of course, because I'm already making it. So Zed, honey, this is for you. And gives a potion that you see is it's mostly like it's all dry, so it's mostly just like crushed up sort of like herbs and plants. So just make sure you get a good waft of that before you go to sleep.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will hand 50 gold. My motion.
Yep.
Is there anything?
It's 50 gold. It seems like it's for 300 be 50 gold a piece. If I'm doing that.
That's right. Yep. Everybody drops 50
I can
gold.
put my
That's
50
okay.
gold
Throw in my 50 in or whatever.
Cool.
Kaelinor, can you put it? Take out how much Ogre owes?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, I did my 50.
Okay. All right. That's an interesting way to. Okay. Thank you. Great.
Is there anything you
Riaris.
can tell me more about what you gave me? Can I give you anything for this?
For what? What I'm
The
missing
potion?
something.
Didn't Hilly give Riaris a potion? She was IO or
Oh,
something?
it was like the potion of strength or something.
She put something out that
she-
said she was saving
Yeah,
for
I'm so
IO
sorry.
and then gave it to him.
She kind of like handed it to you to like see, and I think I totally forgot that she handed it to you. So yeah, she goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Yeah, of course. No. As she, I'll say that you like or notice this like as you're like paying for it. Riaris, give me a religion check.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Nice.
There is there's a moment where both of you are connected in a somewhat like, I'd say like a semi-ethereal sort of plane. It kind of feels like the idea of like everything becomes like almost like whiter, like almost like a white room sort of thing. But you can still see everybody. It's just they kind of like fade into the background as it is you, Hilly, and you feel that burning sensation to your ear.
No.
Hello, child. I see you now. Seems that we have similar blood running through our veins.
What can you tell me about that? We do? I don't understand.
You don't know where you come from?
Not from here. I'm the first one of my people to ever be here, as far as I know. But I've found in the past day or so that might not be true. So, maybe?
Well, seems to me that prodigal son returning can only mean that you were here for something very important. And I'd like to help in any way I can. So if you can...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I think Riaris does not know how to respond to that. So he's kind of just like, no, prodigal son, no way. You know, kind of stunned. Go on.
If there's any way I can help you in the future, just let me know. You hear Talia say something, and I said, give me either religion or insight, your choice.
Wait, insight? Wow, it's an 18 plus 0, 18.
18. You hear Talia just say, almost as if it kind of like falls out of her mouth, Sol Semper. You see her looking right at Talia. See Heli looking right at Talia. Sol Semper. Come back.
Have I ever heard that before? That term?
I don't think so.
Phrase? Yeah, okay.
Well, you know what? I did forget that was there, so you know that's on me. We'll say you already paid me for it.
Thank you.
Anything else I can assist with?
I think you've done enough. Thank you.
I wish you luck on your journey.
And Io, right? Well,
I wish you luck as
Io.
well.
Yes.
All right, crew.
If you hear me in the ether, that's just me saying hi. And probably if I ever cross your son, you'll know.
Are you making fun of my accent, boy?
No. I just figured if I talk that way, you'll hear it better in the ether.
I'm just shooing Zed out the door right now. He's isolated us enough from the townspeople.
Yeah, I think you see Hilly is not. She's not weirded out by that comment. She just seems to be like a little playful with it. Like you're not entirely sure if she knows what's going on with it. Well, until we see each other in the ether, dude. And with that, you guys exit.
Yeah, I would like to be the last to leave, and just a last look towards Hilly as we leave. Just beyond that, just kind of a lingering gaze as we leave.
Yeah, you see her return it with a solemn look. I think as soon as you exit, you I think you just hear Talia go, that just came out. It was like I was supposed to say that or something.
Have you ever said that before? I've never heard that.
No, I don't even know what that means.
Look, we keep getting more questions, not enough answers.
Yes. That is weird. So many people for so very long never saw me, and now two have. And I don't know if I like it.
But it could also mean we're on the right path.
Yes, that is for sure. I think with that, you guys exit out. Going from the beach city of Sway, walking back into the dark, colorful forest towards Jako Blan. And with that,
One last. Oh,
go ahead.
Car, you scout
Yes.
ahead. Zed, you stay with Riaris. Ogra, in the front with Kaelinor, and I'll take up the back. Let's go.
Where did you want me again?
Scout ahead.
Oh, in the air or on foot?
In the air,
Okay.
for now.
Okay, you head off, go into different sort of positions as things go from, well, somewhat serious to more serious as you guys head back into the jungle. And with that, we will end tonight's session. We'll see you guys next week.